connected.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, my name Jeremy. Y'all call me witness on here, Jeremy. It don't matter.
Yep.
Um, I live in Dallas, Texas. So,
Nice, nice.
um, I'm assuming like you from up north, right, Devin?
I'm from the Midwest, actually. I'm from Kansas, but I'm currently in Colorado now.
Okay. So what's the hours there right now?
Right
It's
now it is
2:30 here.
1:35, so you an
Okay.
hour ahead of me.
Got you. Yeah. So, yeah, man. I'm from East Texas, which is comprised of a lot of small towns in East Texas, kind of what you would call like the country. But I moved to Dallas like 11 years ago after I graduated high school. Just moved to Dallas, started working, and just been here ever since.
You got family in Dallas too?
I got family. I have a father that lives here. He had ended up moving here.
I hear your voice,
Uh,
bro. I hear your voice
what
on the live stream. Yeah, it's
on the live
working.
stream? Okay, cool. Yeah, I got a father that lives here. He ended up moving here like 4 or 5 years ago. He grew up in Dallas, but he ended up moving to Louisiana. He stayed in Louisiana for most part of his life. And I have an aunt up here, his sister, and a cousin. But most of my family is in East Texas. I don't
Right.
know too much of my father's side.
Yo, I can hear that southern accent too, bro. For sure.
You may hear it a little bit now since I said something, but it ain't southern. It ain't like talking like this or anything. You
Right.
know,
Right.
I'm city southern, so it's
So
there a little bit. But yeah,
let's talk about your religious beliefs though. Where you at right now?
man, growing up in the church, Baptist church, and especially in the South, that means a lot in the South, man. You get a bunch of um, uh, women there, big hats, peppermint breath,
Mm-hmm.
preachers screaming, deacons that stand up, everybody standing up. Then they
Y'all
force you
got
to
a lot
stand up as
of
a kid.
mega churches down there too, huh?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
the South is where it is. If you want some basic, if you want some super basic, loud, um, band banging, basic guitar riffs, churches, come to the South.
Right. Right.
You're
Man,
gonna
that's
get that
what's up.
movie
That's what's up.
slave type. But anyways,
So type of music. Let's talk about the type of music you like to listen to, bro.
um, all kinds. Now, let me finish with the Baptist thing. I don't mean
Oh no, you
to
good.
make you
Go ahead.
think I
Share your
was
thoughts.
Baptist.
Right. No,
I'm just
I
saying
grew
how I
up in the
grew up.
Baptist church. I grew up in the
Right,
Baptist. I don't identify as a Baptist today,
right,
but
right.
I grew up in the Baptist church, so I get it. Most black people do. So
Yeah. I was just saying the basics of like how I started out Baptist church, but even when I was younger, I knew that there was a lot more, and I was started searching for a lot more. Started praying a lot when I got like my senior year in high school, and just stuff started being slowly revealed to me. I happened to come across a lot of different information, like the same way I did with your channel, and I think the Most High sends me towards this kind of information because I had asked for it and I seeked it out. I
amen.
started out so um, it's funny how I find a few channels that have true knowledge in them, and your
Yeah.
channels was one of them.
I
But yeah,
definitely believe that God present certain channels in front of our faces when we're scrolling online, to get his word. It happened to me many times, when I would pray about a specific subject and then a certain video, a certain channel will pop up and it exactly explain what God wanted me to know about that subject. You feel me? So yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly, man. I'm glad y'all found my channel. I'm glad y'all with me, and I'm glad that we're here tonight, man. It means a lot to me, for real. It means just as much to me as it does to y'all, for real. So,
for sure. But
but
what
uh,
you
but type of music though, we was going on music, right?
type of music? I listen to all kinds, dude. When it rap, Old school, oldies,
Yeah, yes, sir.
classic rock. I listen to all types. So it just
Nice,
depends on my mood at the time. I
nice.
grew up. It seems in this community. I'm not sure exactly what you would call it, but like a open-minded or I guess woke spiritually community. Seems like a lot of us listened to a lot of Kanye growing up. For some reason, I listened to like a
Yeah,
lot of Kanye, and I know you done did a few videos on him.
man. You know what, Kanye? When I was still listening to a lot of secular music, Kanye
Mm-hmm.
was one of my favorite rappers. Um, the problem with Kanye though is he's in the sunken place right now, man. And so every time he comes out of it, they put him right back in it, man. And
Yep.
so I can't really trust Kanye when he says I'm a Christian, when he says that, and then he's still rolling with these other secular artists and people like Marilyn Manson and whatnot. And just I mean, even his wife,
Yeah.
is a high level satanic witch. And
High level.
so Kanye, I'm always gonna have a place for Kanye in my heart, and I pray that he comes to the Most High, man. He comes to the truth, But I just can't do it no more, man. You know,
Yeah.
and I can't do it no more. Not with Kanye. I've actually, my type of music, my preferred type of music used to always be secular rap over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would, dive into other genres. And of course the oldies, grew up on the oldies, didn't even have a choice if I wanted to or not. So like Al Green, the Temptations, Jackson 5, And
Yep.
so where I'm at right now though is I listen to a lot of Christian hip hop. Um, and I'm starting to see little problems here and there in the Christian hip hop section as well too, but for the most part, you can find a lot of good, in my opinion, a lot of good songs that are better than these secular songs that actually glorify the Father, and that are important to listen to. So,
Please do say that you say you see a few issues within the Christian hip hop. What in particular, if you can mention one?
man, I always think about whether I should call out specific artists or not, because people always say, you should do videos on Christian hip hop artists, right? You should expose Lecrae, for example, right? And I always think twice about doing that, because what I never want to do is go at somebody who may be ordained by the Lord, right? But it's just little things that I see here and there. For example, I was watching a Lecrae video, and man, as you know, and oh, maybe since you're from Texas, you can kind of clear this up for me, right? Because Lecrae's from Texas too, right? Do you listen to Lecrae at all?
I don't listen to Lecrae. I
You
really
don't
don't
listen to
listen to.
Lecrae. Okay. Well, I see this a lot with artists from Texas. So I don't know if I should put them in this category or not. But it's common to see the Baphomet hand sign from secular artists, right? Because they're showing their allegiance to Satan. But that hand sign I know it's also common in Texas as well. I don't know if it stands for Houston. What's it stand for? Do you know? When people
More like just the Longhorn.
the Longhorn, right?
Bull.
Yeah.
But if it's Lecrae doing it, I mean, come on, bro.
See, and the
if you're
thing
supposed to have
is,
that kind of knowledge, you know what's going on, dog.
let me find the song. I want to find the song, so you can pull up the video for yourself, bro. But there's a specific part, bro, where he says God, right? And as he says God, he throws up the hand sign and looks up.
Oh yeah,
like you know what I'm saying?
Show me the video and show me the stamps, cause he full of it if he did that.
Yeah, he did it, bro. And I was like, yo, I'm telling you. So, it's just little questions like that. And then,
Look crazy, sound like a drink. That's the video.
hold on. I got you.
Would you like a Lecrae? Nito, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm just listening right now.
Yeah, Nito, I'm about to let you get in, man. Matter of fact, go ahead and jump in while I'm pulling up this video, man. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Okay.
We can.
Where you from?
My bad, Nito. Let's go ahead and start with religious beliefs. Let's do that.
Okay. So I I'm I'm not an atheist. I believe there's a God out there. But I kind of took a confusing route or something. So basically, when I was like younger, when I was like 12 or 13,
hey, real quick. My bad, Nito. I don't mean to interrupt. How old are you now?
Oh, I'm 24.
You're 24. And what about you, Witness?
30.
30. All right, I'm 36. So, I'm
Okay.
posting that link right now. I just posted that link on my post, on my community post about the live stream. So the name of the video was called Deep In. And let me find that stamp real quick, because I'm going to tell you exactly. When you see this, bro, you're going to see what I'm talking about, man. It looks very subliminal to me, you know? It's like, what God are you talking about? Let's see.
James was Jesus' brother and super.
Hey Devin,
It's quick too, bro. If you blink, it's gonna pass you up. You feel me? Did you already find the link?
Kind of like that. What's that dude name? Smoke a lot of weed.
Ooh, okay. Right about at the 106 mark. 106 mark. Who you talking about? Who smoke a lot? Snoop?
No. Snoop, the younger version of Snoop. What's his name?
Oh, Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa. Because in his video, if you blink, you'll miss a guy in that video that throws up the devil hand sign.
Send me that too, if you get a chance.
It's on. I want to say it's on his black and yellow video.
I know Wiz Khalifa sold out, man. I'm gonna have to do a video on him in the near future.
If you're watching this video,
so this timestamp is. What was the timestamp you said?
About 106.
All right.
It's gonna happen shortly. Right out. It's quick too. You might have to bring it back.
Hold on.
You see, he did the prayer hands.
Yeah, he did the prayer hands, then he threw them up.
Then he threw the Baphomet up, and he looked up too. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And obviously, you got the Marxist fist in this video.
You know, the silliest thing I ever hear is some of these artists making an excuse for some of this is, you know, it means I love you in sign language or whatever, you know. And it's like, nah, bro, it's deeper than that for sure. You know, especially when you praying and then you looking up and you throwing up the Baphomet hand sign. Same thing I was making a point about in my J. Cole video. I don't know if y'all seen that one or not, which was a very tough video for me to make. That wasn't an easy video for me to make, but I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But J. Cole, man, that song he did dedicated to his mom. Man, what was it called? He did the same thing though, bro. He did the Baphomet hand sign and looked up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they showing honor to their God when they do that, man. And J. Cole, he's not from Texas, so there ain't no excuse with that one there.
Exactly. Now, Lecrae know what he doing in this video. He got the shadow up behind him, like the dark side,
and then the fire
in front of the burning building.
In front of the burning building, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But look, if you watching the video though, bro, and you blink and miss that, you'll miss it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be attentive. But anyways, my bad, man. Go ahead and go, Nito.
Okay. What was I talking about?
We were talking about your religious beliefs. You said you're not atheist. You believe in a God, and
Yep.
that's about as far as I remember. I want to know where your beliefs are right now. Have you
Okay.
been subscribed to my channel for a while too?
Yeah. I think like for it's been at least a year, but I would want to say like more than a year, maybe 2 even or something.
Nice. All right, thank you, man. Thank you for supporting and being there, man, and being here tonight.
Yep. The very first truther channel that I discovered, it was a call for an uprising.
Oh yeah. A call, man. I love a call, man. He's raw, he's
Yeah,
uncut, and he tells the truth. And the thing about a call, man, is he's very consistent, man. Every single day he's dropping quick. You know what I mean? And I
Yep.
respect that, because he's doing a lot of work out here for the truth community.
Yeah.
But one of my earliest truthers were actually the Vigilant Christian Mario, if y'all remember him.
I don't know who that is.
Y'all, do you know Witness?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I done use a couple of his clips in my videos, whatever. He was a good truther too, man. Good Christian, man, for real. But go ahead, my bad, Nito.
Okay, so back then, back then I did not know how to like use my voice like I do now, because like I have like disabilities and stuff, and that was kind of like there were like barriers in my way, and I was self-conscious for the longest time until I found my voice.
Mm-hmm.
That happened when I was 18, so yeah.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, man.
But I have a crazy story to tell, but it's very real and stuff. And the fact that I'm doing everything that I'm doing right now it's amazing. It's a miracle. You guys will hear it in a little bit. But back to what I was saying. So my mom has she's been a Muslim for like 20 years or something, maybe longer than that. But anyway, so back then I did not know how to like express myself fully and stuff, and I didn't know what was going on. She wasn't trying to force me to become a Muslim, but I actually
I can take both his ears while he's still
so
let go.
without knowing, I basically took the Shahada, and I did not even I didn't fully understand what I was getting myself into. And then when I grew up, when I got older, like let's say like I think I was 18 or 19, but then I after I graduated high school, I started looking into like these these conspiracies and what was going on in the world and stuff, and I wanted to find out for myself like what kind of a world am I truly living in.
Right.
And so I started my journey. It was a little bit difficult. I still am trapped in the matrix, or so it seems. But
we're all still in the matrix, man. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But tell me about the Muslim thing now. You just didn't receive it well, or what?
Okay, so at that point in time, I was like, after I graduated high school and stuff, like I went through high school, I made a decision, when I was 18, I made the decision of like, maybe I should study this religion or something. So I took another shahada, and then I met this friend. He's my friend. He's Muslim, and he tried to tell me about his religion and stuff, and I was I was learning a little bit, but then it just did not sit right with me, you know. It just didn't. I was like, you know what? I need to pick and choose, because I'm a man, and I appreciated his offer, but it just never materialized.
Right. And so what about Christianity? Where are you at with Jesus and converting to be a Christian? Have you ever thought about that, or?
Well, here's the thing. I actually know a lot about Jesus. I know a lot. I have a Bible right now. I actually I haven't started reading it. I mean, I read it for a little bit, but then I kind of stopped. So if I'm gonna be honest, I'm basically I know a lot of scriptures and stuff. Well, I mean, I know a lot, but I'm not really full-fledged into the word and stuff, and
Right.
you could say I'm just in the beginning stages. I know that there's a God out there, but I want to devote my life to serving the Most High.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we can even say a prayer tonight if you want, and make that happen, man. I think the main thing that we always have to do is study to show ourselves approved. So I try to encourage people always to read the Word, read it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And also seek out sermons, man, and pray. Get in the habit of praying and asking God to reveal things to you, because I promise He will. God's not hiding from nobody. The Most High will speak to you, if you come to Him with the open heart. If you know there's a God out there, right, and you come to God with the open heart, trust me when I say that the Lord is going to speak to you, and He's going to reveal Himself to you, in a way that you'll understand, in a way that you'll know that He's divinely speaking directly to you. So, I understand what it's like, to be confused. I understand what it's like, because there was a time, actually when I grew up, and I'll tell you this straight up, my uncle, he was a hardcore Muslim. He wanted to join the FOI, all that, so he was a hardcore Muslim, a part of the Nation of Islam. When I was very young, man, I was listening to Farrakhan, and I was in middle school reading a book called Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad, and I just, I learned a lot from it. But I went from that to, trying New Age stuff, before I even knew that the New Age was bad, you know, so meditating, chakras, you know, all that different stuff. And I came to a breaking point in my life. I said, God, man, I said, I'm confused. Like, I really need to know what is right. I really need to know what's true. And God said, open your eyes, you know, and when God says something, man, when God speaks, things happen. You feel me? And so
Wow.
when he said, open your eyes, my eyes did open, and from that day forward, you know, and that's the truth, you know, 100%, man. Like, I'll never be ashamed to say it or to proclaim it, because I know that it's 100% true, you know, and
Yep.
God speaks, man, every single day, you know. So I always tell people, man, if you are wondering what is right, and you're wondering and you're confused, try speaking to God, because he's not hiding from nobody in these last days. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He desires for all man to be saved. And listen, brother, you know, I'm sure witness can be a witness. You know, we want to see you in the kingdom with us, don't we, witness?
Mm-hmm.
We want you in that kingdom with us, you know? So, you know, that's just
Or
my
or
opinion, man.
or me in the kingdom with the brother.
Exactly.
He may already got his place. I don't know.
Hey Devin, you know the number
Well,
one reason why
I'm not
why
I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm saying the position that he's taking right now sounds like he's not all the way there yet. You
Oh
know,
yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
and so, you know, that's why I said that. You know, you definitely want to devote your life to the Most High, man. That's more important than any conspiracy, any topic we can talk about. Period. The Most High is the most important, man. The Word of
yeah.
God is the most important. There's no other topic that we could bring up on this podcast or anything else that isn't, you know, more important than God. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's more important than God. So
Yeah,
Yep.
but also the content you put out is what leads us to a lot of different revelations when it comes to the word as well.
yes,
I know
sir.
God ain't up there sitting around like I just don't want them to attract humanity. It can't just be straight to the word. Like I have to guide them there somehow, some way.
Exactly.
And a lot of these channels I run into, like Up TV, man, is that's what it's done. It's encouraged people to do research.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what, you know, if you ever pay really close attention to my videos, man, that's why I always ask, you know, what do you think at the end of the video? Because I want to encourage people to study and research for themselves. Or I might not always leave the direct answer, you know, to certain questions, you know, because I want to inspire people to take the information that I gave them and go research for themselves. So that's, the Bible says, study to show yourself approved. So no teacher, no coach. There's, a matter of fact, there's only one teacher. That's Jesus. You know what I'm saying? There's only one true teacher. There's only one Messiah. There's only one, you know what I'm saying? One judge and one lawgiver. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Most High. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, even I would say, even for me, you know, the Most High is using me as a vessel, you know, to reach people. But I'm just a servant. That's all I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm nobody special at all. You know, first of all, I wouldn't even have the channel if it wasn't for the Most High. You know, so I always tell people, man, don't follow man. You know, and that includes me. You know what I'm saying? Read the word for yourself and study for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can come into a clear understanding with the Most High. Because what I noticed today with a lot of different people that I talk with is that they're following this person or that person or that person. And so they're
Hmm.
saying, well, watch this person's video or check this person out or do what, when you talk about consult all these other different people and all these other different teachers, have you talked to God? You know,
Hmm.
and that's what's most important. You know what I'm saying? Because man will mislead you. You know what I'm saying? And there's many different type of doctrines out there. There's many type of different beliefs out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just among Christians alone, we have so many different Christians who, some believe in the Trinity, some don't believe in the Trinity. You know, it's just so many different doctrines out there. What do you believe? What are you going to get into? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Based off of the word that you're studying for yourself. You know what I mean? In the
Hmm.
relationship that you're building with the Most High. You know what I mean? Think about
Yep.
this verse right here, right? And I'm not trying to get to preaching, man. I still want to. I'm trying to get to know everybody, man. But you know, this is just me, you know. But real
No, that's
talk,
okay.
real talk. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I want to hear, "Well done, my faithful servant." You know what I mean? That's what I want to hear at the end of my life. You know what I'm saying? The last thing I want to hear is, "I never knew you." You know what I mean? Depart from me, I never knew you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people, they gonna hear those words simply because they didn't try to build a relationship and get to know the Lord or read His Word. We take so much
Right.
time out of our day for so many different other things: video games, TV, music, movies. You know what I'm saying? Even if you say, "Hey, I read every single day," you know, yeah, you might read, but you reading this author, that author, that author. Are you reading God's Word? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what are you distracting yourself with that's keeping you from building that relationship with God? That's the barriers we want to break down. And that's how you get yourself out of the matrix. You feel me?
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
nah, man, that's just how I feel about
Uh.
it. You know, you can't half step this thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm. You
because
said you had a scripture you was gonna read.
especially in these last days, the scripture was the one that I mentioned
Okay. I
where he
never knew
said,
you.
yeah, I never knew you. You know what
Okay.
I mean? That's, you know, worker of iniquity. I never knew you. You know, so
Hmm.
at the end of the day, man, we got to take that seriously. You know, especially in these last days, because there's too many people falling to the kingdom of darkness. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's because we're not evangelizing. We're not doing the work that we're supposed to be set out to do in this spiritual war. So we gotta be on par when it comes to that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, you know, I don't even think witness I fully heard everything that you believe right now. You know, so I want to get back to you on that as well too. But
Hmm.
you know, I just want everybody to share their opinion. That's where I'm coming from. That's my stance. I'm sure you already know that because of my channel, but uh,
Right.
you know, that's just where I'm at, you know.
Hmm.
Yep.
I'll let one of y'all take the floor. Go ahead.
Um, I just wanted to say this, and then witness can go after. Um, so, the reason why I believe that there is a God.
Go ahead. Why? Why is that?
Uh, okay. Basically, okay. So back when I was born, I was my mom was she was carrying twins, and I was the second baby that came out, but the first baby did not make it. Came out like I think during the fifth month or something,
Hmm.
but and then my mom had a miscarriage. It was really sad for her. Um, and then the doctors told her that as amazing as it may seem, you're still pregnant. And then my mom would say, I am. And then they were like, yeah, let's get that baby out of you. Um, and and then
Hmm.
and then basically I emerged. I was born 3.5 months early. Um, I me and my mom both almost died. We had brain, we were hemorrhaging, um, and I was in, we were both in a coma for a few days, and then we came out of it. And then I was such a tiny baby. Like I think I was like um I think 3 pounds and 2 ounces or something. I don't know.
Mm.
But I was incredibly small. But the biggest part of my body were my eyes. They were huge. They were cute. That's what my mom says. But
Right.
after that, yeah, I basically I okay. So here's something I forgot to mention, but I was born with cerebral palsy, but I did not have it like bad, like the like um the like other people. Like um you guys know what cerebral palsy is, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to explain. So okay. Basically had that. Um, I had mild autism. Um, when I was little, I used to have these temper tantrums because I didn't know how to speak. Um, but then but then school it helped me. School helped me, but probably the biggest thing that helped me with my anger to control it were video games, hands down.
Nice, nice.
Um,
So how'd you come to your belief in God though?
oh, okay. Well, okay. Basically, a call for an uprising. Well, it wasn't mainly him. It was like many other truthers, you, Up TV. And then there were some other ones. But I started like finding out things about Islam, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna devote myself to this religion. I'm just gonna find out for myself and choose a religion. Um, and I started reading up about Jesus and stuff, and some of the word and stuff, and I know, I know, I know a majority of the scriptures, but I'm trying to draw closer to him and stuff,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's like it's a constant battle of trying to do the right thing, take the right path in life, and I have been doing that. Well, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't use drugs or any of that. I was uh, I was I was also born with one kidney.
Oh
So
man.
I'm trying to take care of myself the best that I can, the best way that I can.
Well, and first of all, I want you to know straight up, man, that you're always gonna stay in my prayers, man. And you know, I'm grateful that you feel comfortable enough to share
You
everything
know,
that you shared with us so far. But
it was really hard for me. I don't like well, I mean, I what I'm trying to say is I I kind of want to tell my story to lots of people, but the thing is, I'm kind of like 50-50 on it. But I have a story to tell. Everyone has the story to tell. I'll leave it at that.
hmm
Hmm.
Yep. But
yeah,
that's basically it.
and I want to comment on your story real quick because you mentioned how you and your mother almost passed away when she was giving birth to you, and
Yep.
how she had a miscarriage, and I just want to say, man, that right there is a blessing from God. And
It
I
is.
kind of have a story that relates to it, and it's like this, right? The other day, I heard my kids having a conversation, and they were, you know, being a little bit mean to each other. Y'all know how siblings are, right? And
Yep.
so I heard my son say, That's why you were a mistake, right?" Now, none of my kids were a mistake at all, period. You know, but I actually was a mistake when I was, you know, when I was conceived in my mother's womb. You know, my mother and my
Wow.
biological father, they didn't, you know, my mom didn't want to have me because they wanted to separate from each other. So she wanted to get a divorce, or she wanted to get an abortion. My bad. And
Dang.
yeah, but you know, the Lord put it on her heart not to get an abortion. But when I was born, I almost died. I wasn't breathing. My aunt, she's a nurse, and she just happened to be there at the time, and she noticed I wasn't breathing. And she actually saved my life, you know, that day at the hospital. So it was two times
Wow.
that I definitely could have died, you know, while I was in my mother's womb and after I was born. But the Lord spared me, man, you know, and I'm still here, you know, and I'm thankful for that every day, you know what I'm saying, that I was born, that I'm alive, you know, and that I'm here because, um, you know, God gave us life, man. It's the most precious gift you can ever get, you know, so thank God we're here. And man, let me tell you, I'm proud of you, man, for, you know, the challenges that you've overcome in your life. You know, you talked about, you know, not being able to speak and whatnot, man. You know, a lot of people, you know, if you study the scriptures, then you know Moses had a problem with his speech as well, you know, and it was so bad that when the Lord told him to go and speak, he wasn't confident about it. And he told God, you know, I can't really do it, you know, but God gave us our mouth, he gave us our lips, and he gave us our ability to speak, man. And we can overcome, you know, just like Moses did, you know. And
Yep.
so, yo, man, that's what's up, man. I love hearing your story, man. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yep. Oh, if I should mention, I, um, I, I graduated from high school. I'm the only one of my mom, out of my mom's kids to graduate from high school. My family members, I kind of have a dysfunctional family, like really
Wow.
dysfunctional.
I do too,
Um,
man. You're not alone.
I have a sister, and she tried to trample on my hopes and dreams entirely. Entirely. Like, she made my life a living hell. But I'm glad that I'm away from her. Uh, you know, um, there were a couple of like instances where like I kind of like had enough and I said something to her. I finally stood up to her. Um, but um, but I will say this, only one thing, and then witness can take it. Um, so uh, so this always plays back in my mind, like it happened yesterday. But my sister, me and her went to like this famous footwear or whatever. I think it was famous footwear, yeah. But she tried to give me a pair of shoes, and she set her purse down somewhere, and then and then when she got back, she was like, "Where's my purse?" And I did not know how to react or anything. I was like standing there clueless. And then like after she got out the store with me, got my shoes. She goes to her car. I get in there, and then she starts yelling at me. She said that you're never satisfied with anything, are you? And stuff and blah blah blah. And then like I did not know how to like react. So my reaction was I started crying, but then I never forgot about that day ever. I will always remember it. But then my day came when I actually told her like something, like stood up to her. And I felt, I kind of felt like I would say a piece of garbage for doing it, but you know, I just I don't like doing that. It's disrespectful. Like I don't like telling. I shouldn't have to be the one to tell someone something, but you know, someone has to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's the sign of a
yeah.
good conscience.
But yeah, I've been through I've been through a never-ending battle of stuff, and it's a constant battle between what's right and what's wrong for me. And I always think about before I actually do something, I always weigh out my options, and I always try to see the good in the situation and try to do something that's good.
Yeah.
Instead of reacting on like my first emotion, you know, like anger or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah, man, you gotta definitely think before you act, you know. But I just,
Yep.
you know, I want to let Witness get in here in a second,
Okay.
man. I just want to say this real quick, man. And when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, you're gonna have people who do and say hurtful things to you all the time, you know. And especially when you draw more closer to God, when you draw more closer to the truth, and then you know your beliefs about life in general and God doesn't align no more, because most people, family or friends, you know, they don't even have a relationship with the Most High. But you know, you're gonna have people who say hurtful things and do hurtful things, man. And what you have to do is remember that sometimes you're not dealing with the actual person, you're dealing with their demons. You know what I mean? You're not dealing with you're not dealing with the flesh. You're dealing with the spirit. You know what I mean? And so,
that's
you know,
what I'm slowly realizing too.
yeah, it's the truth, man. So you gotta, you know, forgive people, man, and move on. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you really can do. But understand that, you know, it's not them. You know, it's the demons sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it is them. And even still, you got to be forgiving, man. You got to let it go, man, and understand that, you know, there's bigger issues in this world, you know, and those bigger issues have to deal with you and your salvation, your relationship with God, man. You know what I'm saying? You keep building that, and you'll start to see a lot of the troubles that you have in life disappear, you know. And I'm not saying that God is a genie; He's going to solve all your problems, because He said, "My rain falls on the righteous and the unrighteous. My sun shines on the righteous and the unrighteous," you know. And that's just truth of life. But when you're going through something, you know, that's a test, that's a trial, you know what I'm saying? And what it's going to do is going to make you stronger and smarter and better and faster throughout life. So always ask yourself this question: what is the lesson that I need to learn in this situation? You feel me? What's the lesson that I need to learn? Okay? Because usually there's a lesson behind that situation, you know, and you can take that with you and apply it for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? It's life changing. So anyways, with my boy Witness,
What's up?
let's get you up in here, man. Tell us a little bit more about your religion. So you said you came from the Baptist church, right?
So real quick, I guess I mentioned my birth story as well. It was a complicated one, especially for my mother when it came to me. I was born. They had to do an emergency C-section on me because I ended up having like a hole in my stomach, like there was my interior organs were outside. So they ended up having to do emergency surgery, and you know, I still got the huge scar on my stomach to show, and I had to stay in the hospital for a few months before I was ended up able to go home. So
Right.
So yeah, it
Right.
seems like we all had a complicated birth where it could have been the end of us right then and there, but for whatever
By
reason,
the
we
grace
were
of
spared.
God, yeah, by the grace of God, we're all still here, man.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
incredible, man. I didn't think we get three of those stories tonight. You know, that's incredible right there.
It
Yeah.
is.
What made you witness devote yourself to God, man? What made you realize that you know the Bible is the truth? You know what I'm saying, and that
Yep.
you know you got to dedicate your life to the Most High. What made you come to that?
Yep. So one thing about faith, man, it's hard to explain faith to people that
Mhm.
don't have it,
Right.
because especially faith in the scriptures, because it's not something that I can explain. Like, oh, I discovered this in the Bible, so it must be true. Man,
Mm.
it's just something inertly. It's just something that's inside you that that you just feel that God
It's
granted
been
on
with
you.
you your whole
Right.
life.
Right.
You know, uh, man, you're part of the elect, man. You're part of God's chosen. You know, and you know what? I had to explain the same thing to my son. You know, it's just like if you ever feel out of place in this world, know it's because you don't belong in this world. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so, uh, you know, God took me specifically. You know, when I was a kid, I always knew that God was with me one way or another. You know, I just didn't know what was right. Was it Christianity? Was it religion? Was it Buddhism? Was it this or was it that? You know, so over the years,
Hmm.
as I learned more and more, you know, and I asked God to open my eyes, man, He showed me the truth straight up, you
Hmm.
know. So, real quick, witness,
Yeah. So
I hear what you said about faith, right? But
hmm.
what I want to know is,
Hmm.
um, what actually brought you there though? Was you already there your whole life? Like, did you grow up in elementary already knowing, hey, I'm a Christian, I want to be a Christian, I believe that this is the right true religion? Or did you study other things, or like what brought you to this place in your life where you're at right now?
Right. 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 So I knew it was always something that to do with the Bible itself. I didn't delve into any other kind of religions or anything like that. I was always in the Bible itself. Then in high school, kind of my senior year, I started to pray a lot because I was wondering what I was gonna do, for the rest of my life.
Mm.
And one thing I constantly thought about was God. I was like, whatever I do, it must be in line with what God thinks. So I started to pray to God, asking Him specifically, what's truly in your Bible? Because I don't understand it. It's hard to read. What's truly in your Bible? And I hate telling people now
Mm.
that I studied with the Jehovah's Witnesses for a long time,
Yeah. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with
because
it.
because people didn't like to put you in a box and say, oh, you're Jehovah's Witness, that's why you believe this. It's
Right.
like, no, I believe it because I studied it for myself.
That's right.
And the witnesses, they at least have the basic knowledge that everybody should grow up with when it comes to the basic things about the scriptures that you should already know.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to holidays, um, false religions, pagan signs, different things like that. When they showed me those things, it's like the whole world had opened up to me.
Man,
It's like I
they
saw
talk about the
mhm,
giants too, the the fallen angels.
the
The
Nephilims. Yep,
Nephilim.
Uh,
The
um,
Nephilim.
the
yep,
1/3 of the angels that left with Lucifer, you know, some came down here to have sexual relationships with earth women, you know, with
yep,
you know, I learned a lot from the Jehovah Witnesses at an early age too, you know, but
yep.
you know,
And I'm
here's
not saying that. Go ahead.
you know, their doctrine's a little off though, you know. Their doctrine is a little bit off though, but
No, I understand, because I'm not saying they're the true religion, or they have all true beliefs, or that their end game is
correct.
on a up and up for us. That their end game is actually honest. I'm not
Right.
saying that. What I'm saying is, when I was praying, I remember specifically praying for God, teach me what the Bible really says. Like, what is it really about? And they have a book called "What Does the Bible Really Teach?" And that's the first book that they handed to me when they knocked on my mother's door. I had no idea it was the witnesses, even though they come by like once a year. It wasn't on my mind at all. But they handed me this book, and I read the whole book in a day, and it felt like I
Man.
was reading about a whole new life that I wasn't a part of. So that
Hmm.
started my true journey on knowing more truth about the Bible, and it was so easy for me to detach from everything else in the world because now I had something to go to. I had a true place to be, which was
Yeah.
the scriptures, which was God and the Bible.
Yeah.
The issues I had growing up because I didn't have the safest home life, so a lot of things I saw, and a lot of things happened to me that shouldn't have with children. So I had to deal with that and still do. So when it comes to fleshly things, those are things I have to deal with still.
Yeah.
But when it comes to um, if I read something in the scriptures, or if I'm taught something about the scriptures, that God says, this is not something that you should really get into or be involved with, I can detach from it easy
Yeah. Straight up.
because
You let it go.
yeah, it's not like a life I want to be a part of anyways. But with that, um, then the onset of YouTube and everything, I started looking up a lot of different things, studying, researching a lot of different things. Just slowly, I came upon more information, and then the information about, our real identity,
Hmm.
when it comes to Black people of America.
It is a pleasure to make your
Um,
acquaintance, Messer Ezio. Annetta speaks quite highly
just,
of you.
yeah,
I
man,
can
just a
see
lot of
it.
stuff that
Where's your
you show and teach on
position?
your channel.
Where's your position
Ti
there?
prego. Call me Paola.
Thank you for offering your
What do
home
you
to
what
my
do you
family,
think
Paolo.
about
It was the least I could do.
our lineage, where
You
we
must
come
be
from?
tired.
Do you
Perhaps you
identify
Oh,
with us as
grazie.
being Hebrew
Can't stay.
Israelites, the
Why?
Israelites?
Where are you going?
I identify with it
I understand your desire for
when it
vengeance,
comes to
but the
just me
Gonfaloniere is a
trusting
powerful
my
man.
sources, right?
You are
Because
no
it's hard to
mere
research that
Ezio.
kind of
Spare me the
information when
lecture.
you have
But I can
when
make
you
you
have a
one.
lack
Why are you going to
of
teach me how to
evidence for it
kill?
because it's so
I'm not.
hidden.
Hmm.
I'm going to
They've
teach you
they've
how to
they've hid a lot
survive.
of our records,
Come.
our identity, and our history. So it's kind of hard to look up this information and find out if it's
Discretion is
legitimate or
paramount
not.
in my profession.
Because
Right.
We
anybody
must
can
walk
come
the
up with their
streets
own
freely, seen but
articles or
unseen.
coins or
You too must learn
history,
to blend like us.
That's
and
right.
say
Become
this is
one
what
with
it
the
is.
city's crowds.
That's right.
So I just try to
My
focus
girls will
mainly on
show
the
you the
spiritual
way.
aspect of it. And, but no, I do believe that this fight
You can
against our
practice with
people,
me anytime.
this, this total, destruction of
Like
our
what you
history and
see?
culture has to be for a very specific reason because we're the only people on
We'll
earth
take good care
without
of
a
you.
culture, without a history. We just regulated to being former slaves now living in
Come a little
America.
bit closer,
That is
Ezio.
that is the most simplest, basic, and disrespectful thing that's ever been done to a people. And it
Right.
has to be for a reason because we must have been someone incredible before.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Well, here's my position. I kind of feel like, the black man in America is a part of the Hebrew Israelites. We are we are the Hebrew Israelites that the scriptures speak of.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't align with everything they believe. Like, well, first of all, when it comes to the Hebrew Israelites, they have many different beliefs, right?
You
So
talking about the camps?
right, the different camps, right? Some believe that the Gentiles can't be saved. Some believe that the Gentiles can be saved, but they have to be under Hebrew Israelites. And so where I stand at is I believe that the word of God, the gospel, is for everybody, period. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter who you are, what your lineage is, or whatever. And as a black man, I definitely identify with
Discretion is
uh,
paramount in my profession. We must
how the
walk the
hurt of
streets
how it
freely,
feels
seen
to
but
not be able to
unseen.
trace your history,
You
to
too
not be
must
able to
learn to
trace your
blend like
lineage,
us
to
and
not know
become one
exactly
with the
where you
city's
come from, to
crowds.
have your whole
My
history
girls will show
wiped
you
out
how.
from you, right?
Hmm.
but I do believe that history that they tried to steal
Come a
from us
little bit
is right here
closer,
in the
T.
scriptures, you know. Um, and all you gotta do is open it and read it, man, and it's
We'll
there.
take good
You feel
care
me?
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like what you
let's see
see?
here. So what are some of the topics that you guys, you know, are really interested in that y'all want to talk about? What
You
brought
can
y'all
practice
to
with
the
me anytime.
live stream tonight?
Uh, what brought me to the live stream, man,
Like
was
what you
really,
see?
really just your invite, just to talk to you personally, just kind of see how you
Come a little bit
go out. But
closer, T.
I figured, man, just listening to your videos and that you were gonna be just as genuine
You can
over a
practice
live
with me
microphone.
anytime.
So it was just to
Yes, sir.
chop it
Yes,
up
sir.
with you, man. It was
We'll
nothing in
take good care
particular.
of
I
you.
mean,
So are you looking to do this in the future?
oh yeah, we can definitely do this in the future because this will
You
help
can
me and
practice
encourage
with
me
me
to
anytime.
study more, research more, keep me in a community like this. You
Like
know,
what you
Yes,
see?
sir. You know, and
it helps.
this is actually helping me too because I'm breaking out of a box that I never broke out of
Come
before.
a
I never
little bit
done these live
closer,
streams
T.
before. This is totally new to me. So, you know, I'm excited for it, man, and I'm excited for some of
We'll
the topics
take
we're going to
good
talk
care of
about.
you.
Um, and I just want to cover a wide range of things, man. I wrote down a couple of things so I wouldn't forget, you
You
know,
can
but things like
Hmm.
practice
the,
with
you
me
know, the Great
anytime.
Reset, you know, should you prep or not? I want to ask
Come a
y'all's
little
issue
bit
on that one
closer,
right
T.
there, right now, period. How do y'all feel about prepping for the times that we're in right
Like
now?
what you
Do you
see?
feel like we don't need to prep, we only need the most high, or that we should prep
We'll take good
and
care
we
of
should
you.
be wise and stock up food and, you know,
What you think, Nito?
You can practice
You wanna
with
speak
me
on that first?
anytime.
Um.
You must have used that
Oh
We'll
stuff.
man,
take good care of you.
that's something right there. Holy crap! Dang,
Like
that's a
what you
big
see?
topic. Oh,
Should we prep?
shoot. Hey, witness, you go first. I have to think
Come a
about
little bit
it.
closer,
All
T.
right. Um, there's the okay. So the thing about that, there's many there's many things in the scriptures. There's many accounts in the scriptures that has prep and no prep.
hmm
Um, the no prep usually comes in form of like escape,
yeah,
you know, and the prep part usually comes from this is where you will be, this is what's coming, so prepare. So as far as I'm concerned, um, Revelation talk about what's coming. It doesn't talk about escaping what's coming. The only escape comes from faith.
yes, sir.
So prepping, I mean that's it'd
Yeah.
be wise to prep for anything.
I look, man. You said exactly what I was going to bring up, and it, in the Bible, there are several different stories, several different examples of when godly man in the Bible did prep. You know, when there
Right.
was a food shortage coming, you know, they prepped. You know, and so I feel like, you know, it's wise to prep. It's why if God is showing you what is coming ahead, why wouldn't you prepare for that?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And I think, you know, a lot of people, you know, we just gotten complacent because we just feel like, you know, hey, God is going to come, he's going to save us. And that's true. He is going to come, he's going to save us, but we don't know the day or the hour. So until that time, you know, we need to be prepared and we need to prepare our families, especially if you got kids. You know what I'm saying? You got family members who can't take care of themselves. You know that you're going to have to look out for them. You know what I mean? I think it's very wise to prep in these times and make sure that you have food stocked up. Make sure you have water stocked up, especially when you can clearly see that there's a food crisis looming ahead. There's you know, water shortages, water
Discretion is
being
paramount in
poisoned.
the
There was
profession.
just an
We
article
must walk the
recently saying
streets
you
freely.
can't even drink the
See?
rainwater no
I
more
see.
because it's so
You
poisonous,
too must learn
which
to follow
reminded
the
me
Mm-hmm.
about a
rules.
show on
Let one
Netflix
pass
called
each
Rain.
time.
Um,
My
I don't know if y'all seen it or seen a preview for it or anything like that, but there's a show. If y'all get a chance, look it up. There's a show on Netflix called Rain, where the
I saw a
rain,
few episodes of it.
yeah, it's so poisonous that if you get caught in it, you're gonna die. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we know definitely if they wanted to, they can do stuff like that. You know, kind of already doing it with the chemtrails.
Come a little
You know,
bit closer.
HARP. You know, because they can control the weather. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, I just think it's wise to prepare your families, especially if the Most High is putting you on high alert and letting you know what's to come ahead. You know, so. I don't want to get on too many topics, though. I do want y'all to think about some topics that y'all want to personally bring up. Where my mind is I was thinking that, you know, maybe we can do one of these tomorrow. I would like to get a few more people in, though, not just it be us three. So I want to see tomorrow how many people react, how many people want to join in, and you know, anytime that we have free time, let's try to get everybody together and try to, you know, work out our schedules to where we can all get on together and have these discussions, man. You know what I mean? And bring some truth and some light to the people. But I want to come back tomorrow, man. If y'all cool, if y'all down for that, I want to actually do our first real one tomorrow. This is just a test one, but if y'all cool with it, we can release this one too. We can release this test one, then come out with a new one tomorrow. And then what I want to do, I don't know what y'all schedules look like, so feel free to object anytime. But what I want to do is I want to do a live stream every single weekend. So Saturdays and Sunday nights, you know, one or the other, or maybe even both nights. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna let you know what my schedule is. I'm basically free any day of the week. I'm currently not working right now.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty much an open book, and I'm pretty much always on my PlayStation 5.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
So, what about you, Witness?
A lot of Thursday nights, I'm free. Now, you know, I work through the night, so even right now, I'll probably be at work on like a normal night throughout the week.
Okay.
So that'd be like, but like most of my free time is ranges from like 10 in the morning to like 8 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And then like after 8, I'm going to work throughout the night, usually, unless it's like Thursday night.
I see. So
No.
Thursday nights is the only night you can live stream, pretty much.
If it's gonna be at a time like this, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
most part.
Understandable. Okay. We'll try to get something popping on Thursdays too, then, man.
But if it's something like evening time, then yeah. But if you prefer to like stream like real late like this, then yeah. It just so happens that I'm usually at work during that time. But don't change up your plans on account of my schedule. I can jump in, you know, whenever I can.
Man. It's all good, you know.
Like what you see?
I'm willing to do this multiple. I want to do this as often as I possibly can. So if it's a night you can't make it, then you just can't make it. If it's a night you can make it, then you can't make it. You know, you're always welcomed in. You know, I definitely enjoy tonight. You know what I mean, and I'll definitely enjoy future conversations. So, you know, whenever you're available, man, and you want to hop in, or say, you know, if for any other reason you have the day off, or any other reason that you want to jump in, you can definitely do that. But
like what you see?
you know, as far as being consistent with it, I definitely want it to be a weekend night thing. You know what I'm saying? But who knows, man? I might be ready to push that button any day, anytime. So if it's a Thursday, I'll specifically hit you up and ask you if you want to do it.
Right.
Do y'all want to?
And I look forward to your videos, by the way, too. So I don't need you spending too much time on live stream. If I need to be doing that research.
Definitely. You already know. You already know. You know.
Hey, what?
and
I'm
so
gonna
this
send
is
you a friend request.
All right.
Yeah, do that, please. Do that. That's what I was
Yep.
gonna say. Like, maybe we can get a
Send
group
that.
chat going on Facebook or something, man, so we can all link up and have these
Okay.
discussions more
I'm not
often.
on any social media. The only thing social I'm on is this PlayStation.
That's cool. That's cool. I understand that too. So we can communicate on here too. So
I have a Facebook and Instagram.
okay.
I've got IG
Well,
looking for them.
I'm not hard to find, man. Every social media I'm on, man. All you got to do is type in my name. You should be able to easily find me. So
Okay.
just type in DevinWorlds, and when I see you, I'll add you.
How
but
you platinum Plague Tale, but you ain't platinum God of War? Neato. What's up with that, dog?
Oh my God. Okay,
I gotta get on you, dog.
Okay, God of War is that's a tough game to platinum. What? Wait, hold up. No, it really is though. Like,
I didn't platinum it, but I
probably
finished
take
it.
a lot more, but that game, you can get lost in that game. You just dive right in and just go at it.
Exactly.
yeah. I had some cold ass armor for Kratos, not the legendary shit, the purple stuff, the epic. I think it's called the rating, but it was called something Traveler's set. Traveler's armor set. It was
I know what you're talking about.
Yep,
Like
yep.
what you
I just rocked that. I maxed out Atreus like all the way.
Yeah, I can't wait till this next one, man. This next one gonna be so cold.
Yeah, Ragnarok. Yeah.
Man, that God of War is like literally the best game in my opinion. Like one of the best games.
Like what you see.
The
There's
story.
a lot of symbolism in that game too, man. A lot of stuff that needs to be exposed. So I was gonna do another playthrough on it.
Yep.
You know,
When it comes to Norse mythology,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even Greek mythology, it went from Greek to Norse,
Oh
you know.
yeah.
And but you know what I found interesting was definitely the end of the game. I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil it for people who might see. Y'all don't mind if I release this, do y'all, or do y'all want me to just keep this one unlisted?
We'll take good
Now,
care of
yeah, you can release it, man. I ain't saying nothing too crazy, so I'm okay with this one being out there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I feel you. So what I'll do is because the only reason why I want to release it is because I want people to see it and give other people a chance to join in if they want to join in as well. So, you know, and kind of let people know. I think we had some good conversations tonight, for real, you know. So I appreciate both of y'all for joining in with me on this tonight, you know, and staying up late with me.
Yep.
Come a little
But
bit closer.
yeah, I definitely want to release it so other people can try to, you know, see what we're doing and join in if they want to. You feel me? But I don't want to spoil the game at all. But what happens at the end definitely needs to be exposed.
I actually beat God of War, so you can if you want.
No, I'm saying for anybody
people
who
that'll listen.
Yeah, people who are listening,
okay.
people who will see this live stream. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But I mean, at this point, if you
ain't beat it by now,
PlayStation like that, if you really play PlayStation like that and you ain't beat God of War, you deserve to get it exposed. I'm just saying.
I'm saying, man.
You know
I'm talking about the giant symbolism, man. You know, the Nephilim. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel me? With the true heritage of the mother. Kratos.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Yeah, man, it's a lot. The different realms that you go into, the world serpent snake, right? You know, the world serpent. Yep.
Like what you see.
Yep.
It's a lot in there, man. But yeah, man. So, anything else I want to specifically talk about, man?
You know how our minds work, dude. We can go on forever and ever. It's just a matter of, you know, time and just planning on what subject to touch. Cause shoot, you know, we can go on for people like us can go on for hours about one subject, man. Just one video game. You can go on for hours about that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, I did not like. Well, I was thinking about what to say, like when Christian rules above prepping. I actually found out what I actually thought about what I want to say. So,
Like what you see?
first and foremost,
We'll take good care of you.
like having trust and having faith are very important.
You can practice with
And
me.
like God will take
Like
care of
what
you.
you
You
see?
just have to have faith and trust and believe in Him. Even though
Amen.
when things
take good care of
just seem like at its worst. But like
You can practice with me.
there's actually like I think a lot of scriptures where like to like
Come a
just,
little bit closer, Ezio.
think like staying on track, like don't let the enemy
Take good care of you.
deceive you or trick you or into anything.
what you see?
And there's this
a
there's
little
a
bit
scripture
closer,
that I
Ezio.
know, like I memorized it even. It's Isaiah
practice
chapter
with me
6 verse 8. It
Mhm.
goes, also I heard the voice of the Lord saying,
Like
whom
what
shall
you
I
see?
send and who will go for us? Then I said, here am I, send me.
We'll
Mhm.
take good care of you.
And that that verse actually
Come
it
a little bit closer,
it
Ezio.
kind of resonated with me a little bit. I kind of understand a
practice with me
little bit,
anytime.
but not fully. But I heard I heard
little
that
bit
verse
closer,
from a movie. It was called Fury.
You can
Brad
practice
Pitt
with
and
me
Shia LaBeouf are in it.
It's a good movie.
And it's about these guys in the tank.
Like what you see?
I think there were like about like 5 dudes, but yeah,
Mhm.
We'll
they
take
went
good
through
care of you.
some stuff, like some battles and stuff.
You
But
can
Man.
practice with me anytime.
as in terms of prepping, I think what's most important, like what I
Good
think
care
is
of
most
you.
important, is just having faith and trust in God,
Come a
and
little
knowing
bit
that
closer, Ezio.
He will take care of you through the dark times and stuff.
Absolutely,
Like what you
absolutely,
see?
man. You know, uh, I believe this, man. I believe faith
Come a
without
little bit
works is
closer,
dead.
Ezio.
You know,
Me
for
too.
example, you can say I
We'll
have
take
faith
good care of you.
that God is going to bless me with a new job, right?
Yeah.
But if you never apply for the job,
Like what you
if you
see?
never
Yep.
make an attempt to even try to practice for the interview, or you
Yep.
don't make an attempt to
You can
put on
practice
your
with me
nicest clothes
anytime.
for that interview that you could wear for that interview. You know, if you don't take the steps yourself,
Come a
you
little
know,
bit
as
closer,
well, you
Ezio.
know, faith without works is dead, you know. So
Right.
I just feel like, you know,
You
it
can
applies
practice
to
with me
prepping as
anytime.
well, you know, or it even, you know, there's Bible verses that talks about when somebody comes to your
We'll
door
take
and they're
good care
hungry,
of
you don't
you.
just say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna pray for you," wish them, you know, wish them well, and send them off and say, "Hey, the Lord's gonna
Like
take care
what
of
you
you. Don't worry
see?
about it." No, what good is that if you don't invite them in your home and actually feed them and take care of
We'll
them and make
take
sure that their
good care
needs
of
are
you.
taken care of, you know? So
Yep. Yep.
I apply that to prepping as well,
Come a
right?
little bit
When
closer,
God
Mhm.
Ezio.
gives you a revelation about the future, you know, and you know that, hey, dark times are
Like
ahead,
what
you
you
know,
see?
why
Yep.
wouldn't you prepare for that? Is God telling you that just to say, so you can sit back and say, hey,
You
I
can
have faith,
practice with me
so
anytime.
whatever? No, God is telling you because He's saying, prepare yourself, prepare your family, make sure your foundation is straight
Come a little bit
before
closer,
this
Ezio.
happens. You
Right.
know what I mean? And Witness made another
Like
point
what you
too. There
see?
are certain situations as well where the Most High may not require you to prep, but usually those are in times where he's telling you to flee. You know, he wants you to go off to a new land, a new place, so you can escape the judgment that's not for you. You know, so in those times, it's like, you know, if God's saying, you know, go ahead and escape, then yeah, you don't really need to prep, you know, because all you need to worry about is getting out and not looking back like Lot's wife did, you know.
Right.
So,
but and that still requires action.
Yeah, that still requires action.
So faith without works is still dead in that. Cause it still requires you to have faith and pack up and leave, pack up and go.
Exactly.
It's not. He's not. Yeah, I don't really.
Come a little bit closer.
I don't want to say I'm annoyed, but for me, it's a distraction when I hear, you know, just have faith. You know, just have faith and believe. It's like, well,
yeah,
the belief part is the action. That's what it means to have faith. Take action on what it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Exactly.
You know, so don't just think God, like, you know, especially from our community, man. I'm just be real with you. You got a lot of people that just God gonna make a way. God gonna make a way. Well, bro, you ain't even got up and done nothing though. Like how he gonna work on you, bro? And you just sitting around, like, bro, that's
you can practice.
Like, bro, you trying to pass the responsibility off to God to help for you to get better.
The last thing the Lord wants us to do is sit around and be idle, man. You know, we can't do that, man. It's a real war. It's a spiritual war, and it should be taken very seriously. You know what I mean? When the enemy's coming for you, you should prepare, just like the Jews did back in the day when, you know, when a lot of them were being persecuted and killed for even studying the Torah. You know, what they did is they decided to make a game called dreidel, right? That they would play whenever the soldiers would come and inspect their homes or whatnot. And as soon as they leave, you know what I'm saying, that's when they pull the word back out, you know, and they back in the word. You know what I'm saying? But you can never sit around and be idle. David couldn't have beat Goliath if he sat around and he was idle. You know what I mean? Faith requires action. He still needed that slingshot. He still needed that rock. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, you can't move. You can't say I have faith, you know, and then not take action, because it just don't make no sense. You know what I mean? In my opinion, personally.
Come a little bit closer.
No, I mean, I think there's a lot of scriptures to back that up, man. I don't. Yeah. That's how I know that. At least, you know, I mean, I sin just like every other man, but you know, I got some dark secrets, dark past that, you know, I wouldn't necessarily like out there, and I'll try to improve myself every day. But I at least know that God is kind of like, all right, bro, you know, I hear you. Let me send you over here. Let me see how you do over here. Because there's channels all on YouTube, bro, that I can look at them. I can just look at the thumbnail and go, nope. He ain't talking no truth,
man.
Like, I got somebody in my mind right now. I ain't gonna say his name. He's real popular on YouTube, but I go and I look at the brother. I'm like, bro, you ain't got no truth there, dog. I can already tell. And I hear some stuff that they'll say. I'm like, nah.
You know,
and I know, like, but when I hear when I hear Up TV, I'm like, hey, I'm feeling that.
Your discernment should hit you immediately. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, for me personally, like, it works when I'm online, but it definitely works even better when I meet a person face to face, you know, and I can instantly tell if they have the spirit or if they don't have the spirit. And if they don't have the spirit, then I separate myself from that person, you know, just because I feel like when you intermingle with people who don't have the spirit, you know, bad company corrupts good people. You feel me? And so I try to separate myself from the world and worldly people as much as possible, man, because that's just where I'm at in life now, man. You got to move with the spirit if you want to move with me. You know what I mean?
You can practice with me anytime.
Yeah.
Come a little bit closer, Ezio.
But yeah, man, you're a young dude too. So where did you start your journey into becoming so involved with the scriptures
Like
and
what you
God,
see?
and like what was a breakthrough for you?
Are you asking me
You
specifically?
can practice
Yeah,
with me anytime.
The breakthrough
Devin with
for
Upworld TV.
the breakthrough for me, like I said, man, I reached a
Come a
point
little bit
after,
closer, Ezio.
you know, first of all, let me start from the beginning, and I'll put it like this, man. Like I
You can
All
said,
right.
practice with me
um,
anytime.
I grew up learning a lot about Islam, you know, from my uncle,
Like what you see?
and so, like I said, I used to listen to a lot of Farrakhan. By the
Come a
time I
little
hit
bit
middle school,
closer,
I was
Ezio.
reading Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. You know,
Yep.
I started a whole
We'll
Black Power
take
group in
good
middle
care
school,
of you.
man. Matter of fact, back then, people used to call me Pastor Worlds back then. You
You can
feel me?
practice with
They'd be
me
like, "What's up,
anytime.
Pastor Worlds?" You know, and because
Pastor Worlds.
man, Pastor Worlds, you know, and
Like
because I
what you
always spoke the
see?
Uh,
truth, man. I never was afraid to speak the truth and speak the truth about God and the things I was learning. And one thing I like
We'll
about
take
Farrakhan
good care
back
of you.
then was that he didn't just preach out of the Quran. Even Farrakhan today, he preaches out of the Bible
Come a little
and the
bit
Quran,
closer, Ezio.
you know. And so I learned a lot of scripture from Farrakhan in my earlier days.
We'll take good
Um,
care of
but
you.
my mom was a Christian. Okay, my uncle was a Muslim. My mom was a Christian.
Come a little bit
My
closer,
uncle believed
Ezio.
white people were the devil. My mom believed that all people are
Like what you
God's
see?
chosen. You know, so she wasn't with the racist stuff, none of that. You know, so in my early childhood, when I
You
was
can
still, you
practice with
know,
me
about
anytime.
7 years old, one of my earliest memories was my mom and my uncle getting into an
We'll take
argument,
good
you
care
know,
of
and
you.
she's like, "Get the F out my house with that racist stuff," you know, because she wasn't having it at all, you know.
Like what you see?
But I remember because of my mom, that's what started my journey in Christianity
Come
because
a little bit
she
closer,
had this
Ezio.
book from the Jehovah Witnesses, and it was one of them Watchtower books, right?
You can
And
practice with me
Mm-hmm.
anytime.
for me, it was so easy for me to understand because they had all the illustrations
We'll
to
take
go
good
with it
care of
as
you.
well. So all the
Mm-hmm.
different pictures, you know, showing depicting the end time, showing what the new
Come a
earth,
little
the
bit
new heaven
closer,
was like,
Ezio.
all that, you know, helped put everything into perspective for me. Okay, so
Like what you
as I got
see?
older, you know, I moved away from the Islam stuff because I wasn't really with the
You can
racist, you
practice
know,
with me
stuff, man. I
anytime.
never agreed with that. The Midwest is a melting pot, you know, and
Come a
I
little
just
bit
believe
closer,
that, you know,
Ezio.
people are people, man. We all bleed the same, you know, we all fall short of the glory of God
We'll
every single
take
day,
good
you know what
care
I'm
of
saying?
you.
And you can't blame every single white person for what their ancestors
Like
did.
what you
You
see?
know, you
Mm-hmm.
can't blame everybody for that today. So, you know, my thing with
You can
Islam
practice
is,
with me
you know,
anytime.
it's surrounded around a lot of that racist stuff. You know, white people are the devil. You know, you can't
Like
trust white
what you
people. And my
see?
uncle, he actually grew out of that later on in life. He made real good friends with this white dude who ended up helping him in a tough
You
time,
can
and it
practice with
opened
me
his eyes and
anytime.
made him realize that, hey, white people, not all white people are bad. Um, so
Come a
thank
little
God
bit
that
closer,
happened.
Ezio.
But for me, as time went on, you know, I wanted to keep an open mind, you know, because there's still a lot of
We'll
questions about
take good
Christianity
care
out
of
there
you.
as well too. So I started looking into Buddhism. I started looking into
Come a little bit closer,
meditating,
Ezio.
chakras, trying to open up my third eye,
We'll
decalcifying my
take
pineal
good care of
gland.
you.
I would actually do meditations and yoga, different
You can
type of stuff
practice
like
with
that,
me
man.
anytime.
And
Yeah.
like I said, man, I hit a point to where I had all this stuff in my mind,
Like
man.
what
And
you
God,
see?
you know, that's one thing I said to God when I said my prayer, man. I said a prayer to God, and I said, God, I'm confused, and I
We'll
know that
take
you're not
good
the
care of
author
you.
of confusion. So please help me understand what is right.
You can
Mm-hmm.
practice
And
with
at
me
and at that
anytime.
moment, I heard God speak to me for the first time, you know,
Like what you
like
see?
really literally heard God speak to me. He said, "Open your eyes." And then I also heard him say, who do you see the enemy attacking? Right? Not in those exact words, but something similar to that. Who do you see the enemy attacking the most? And, you know, from that point, that day forward, every time I watched a movie, a TV show, I played the game, I couldn't stop seeing God in the details, man. I couldn't stop seeing how the enemy was attacking the Bible. He was attacking the gospel. He was attacking God. You know what I'm saying? And every single thing. So that really opened my eyes and put everything into perspective for me. When God said, open my eyes, open your eyes, it did literally open my eyes, man. And from that day forward, I ain't been the same, man, because I can't play a game without seeing something. I can't watch a movie without, I can't listen to music without hearing the demonic lyrics in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yo,
and it disturbs your conscience almost, you know.
Man, to the point to where, you know, I at that day forward, I knew what was right, man. I knew the scriptures was right, man. I knew the Bible was right, and I just, you know, I'm gonna live and stand on that truth until I die, man. So that's how I got there. That's why I'm here. That's why Up TV got started. Actually, that's not why Up TV. I got a whole totally different story about why Up TV got started, but we could talk about that in a future video. I want to do a real live stream and touch on some of these same topics as well for people who might not see it in this one, but I want to be more organized than what we were tonight.
We take good care of you.
And man, bro, we got to bring you back in. I know you be working, man, but you're gonna have to make some time now. We're gonna have to bring you back in, Witness.
I got you, man. No, and even at times I can still join over the phone. You know, the PlayStation app lets you do that.
Yeah, straight up. Yep, you can. You can. If you're not too busy, man. I don't want to take away from you.
Yeah.
I know how life gets, man, but I want you in if you can. For real.
Man, it ain't no problem, dude. I think, like I said, man, the fact that I was refreshing my phone, my YouTube at the time, and I happened to see this message, and I was the first one to comment because when I saw it, it says you posted like 2 minutes ago. I was like, oh shoot, I ain't got no choice but to join. What would I be doing?
Right.
Like, it's crazy for me not to join this dude's invite, you know.
Man, and I appreciate that. Wholeheartedly appreciate that. Because I'm enjoying tonight's conversation with both of y'all, man. Nito, you too, man. Thank you, bro. For real, man.
Yep, no problem.
Yep. But I'm going to go ahead and end. It's 3 o'clock my time. That means it's 4 o'clock your time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Nito, before we go, man, I don't think we ever heard where you're from. Did you say that already, or I'm just not remembering what's going on?
I don't think I said.
Yeah, where you from? Where you live, man? Where you at on the map?
It's nowhere special. I'm up north in Minnesota. I live in Minnesota.
Nice. I heard it's beautiful up there, though, man.
Come a little bit closer to you.
Would you agree?
I've been to some places. The biggest place that I've been to was the State Fair up in Minnesota. Man, it was crazy, dude.
Right.
Like, there was so many people. I actually have a story to tell about like that day of what I seen. So I went with my mom, and then we seen these people, like these pastor people, like they were talking about Jesus and stuff, and I had my earbuds in, but I heard everything what they were saying, and I kind of felt like I should have like said something. Like, cause I understood the message loud and clear, and like there was a lot of people like mocking, like laughing and stuff, and I noticed that, and I was so disgusted with that, and I feel like I should have said something. I should have, but I just didn't.
No, you didn't.
I just kept going.
You didn't have to say nothing, man. Okay, because let me tell you, God sees it all, man.
Come
All
a little
right,
bit closer,
and
Ezio.
vengeance belongs to Him. You know, so you don't even have to open your mouth and say nothing or
We'll
defend
take
yourself,
good
Yeah.
man.
care of
You know,
you.
we just live in an ugly world, man, and people are judging people constantly. You know, I'm
You can
sure there's
practice
somebody
with me
who's gonna
anytime.
unsubscribe to my channel just because they don't like what I look like, you know, or they don't like my
Yep.
voice, or they don't like this, or they
Like
don't
what
like that.
you
You know,
see?
you got people who are haters, man, and it's
Yeah.
mostly because the culture trains people up to be that way.
Come a
That's
little
why
bit
we're in
closer,
the
Ezio.
world. We're not supposed to be of the world. You see what I'm saying? And
Yep.
when you're in the
We'll
world,
take good
you
care of
don't
you.
have any regards for anybody else's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you
Yeah.
come from black
You can
households, you
practice
know,
with
because
me
we're
anytime.
taught that it's okay to clown and talk crap, you know what I'm saying, and make jokes and laugh, you know what I'm saying.
Like
But
what you
rarely do
see?
we think about how that affects people, you know what I'm saying. And what you're
Right.
Yep.
doing
We'll
is
take
you're
good care
passing
of
that
you.
trauma down generation to generation to generation when you allow that type of behavior to come, you know,
Come a
to
little bit
go on for so
closer,
long,
Ezio.
you know. But through Christ, man, we can find freedom, we can find
You can
victory
practice with me
through all of our
anytime.
trauma, through everything that we've been through, you know. And so when you
Come a
when
little bit
you start
closer,
to build a
Ezio.
deep, strong relationship with God, you start to realize, man, I don't need to take action to
Like what you
against my
see?
enemy at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go seek revenge for myself because the Most High
You can
fights my
practice with
battles
me
for me.
anytime.
You know what I'm saying? Unless the Most High tell spiritually, you got to fight that battle against your own demons. You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
Yep.
But
take good care
against
of
other
you.
Yeah.
people, you let God deal with them people. You know, so you did the right thing by
You
not
can
saying something.
practice with
Don't
me
ever think
anytime.
I should have said something. You did the right thing by not saying nothing, ignoring it, and
Like what
keep
you
moving. You
see?
know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what other people think about you because there's not one person on this earth who doesn't fall short
Come
of
a
the
little
glory of
bit
God. There's
closer,
not one
Ezio.
person on this earth who is perfect, who was born perfect, who has a
We'll take
perfect
good care
ways.
of you.
You know what I mean? There's
Yep.
no such thing. You know, one thing I like about J. Cole. See,
You can
I told
practice
y'all,
with me
man,
anytime.
making that J. Cole video kind of that was hard for me to do. You know, J. Cole's my
Like what
boy,
you
but
see?
Nah, I like J. Cole.
he got a song where he say, "There's no such thing as a life that's better than
Come a little
yours,
bit
man."
closer,
And
Love
Ezio.
no,
Yours. That's the song. That's
love
the name of the
yours,
song. That's
man.
probably his best. It's probably his most heartfelt song for me.
Man, I'm
We'll
telling
take
you, one of
good
his
care of
best,
you.
hands down. You know, there's no life that's better than yours. That's the truth, man. You know
Come
what
a
I
little
mean?
bit
And
closer,
so
No such
Ezio.
thing as
don't
a life
worry.
that's better than yours.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So don't let what
Like
other
what you
people
see?
say bring you down or hurt you or whatever. Man, let them people be. Those are fools, man. You know what I'm saying?
You
God
can
said
practice with
anybody
me
who hates their
anytime.
brother does not love God. You don't have the love of God in you if you hate your brother. You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
take
If you're
good care of
disrespecting
you.
people, you're slandering people. But in today's world, you know, it's just so common for people to do, especially this
Like
internet
what you
age,
see?
this digital world. That's another major topic we need to touch on, y'all. Is this digital world, how they have us locked in with
We'll
these games.
take
You know,
good
we was
care
just
of
all
you.
talking about how cool God of War is, right? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You know,
Hmm.
and that's how they gonna have the
Come
world
a
locked
little bit
in
closer,
because when they
Ezio.
start putting people in this metaverse, right? I'm going off on a tangent on a different topic now,
You
but when
can
they put
practice with
people
me
in
anytime.
this metaverse, y'all gotta feel me. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so dope that
We'll
people aren't
take
gonna
good
never want
care
to
of you.
leave the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be stuck into it because it's just gonna be too tight. And a lot of people who
Come a
think that
little
they're
bit
not gonna be a
closer,
part of
Ezio.
it, they're gonna be a part of it because they're gonna see that next game. They're gonna see that
Hmm.
next thing, and
Like
they're
what
gonna be
you
like,
see?
"Man, I gotta try that. I gotta join
That's
in
what.
on that." You know what I mean?
That's what. That's what I'm afraid of. Like I
You can
say that
practice with
now,
me
but
anytime.
like I just don't want to be like
We'll
a
take good
hypocrite.
care of you.
Oh man, you know, I look at it like this, man. Just like we're using the
Like what
PlayStation
you
5
see?
right now to reach people and speak the truth and speak our hearts to the world.
Yep.
You
You
got to
can
use
practice
these
with me
tools that the
anytime.
enemy makes and use it for the Lord's advantage. Do you
Right.
feel me? First of all, let me say this: there is nothing new under the sun. You see what I'm saying? And nothing that the enemy has really belongs to him. It's like, you know, I try to get people to understand this too. You shouldn't fear symbolism, right? We all have an eye. We have two eyes, matter of fact. Who made eyes? God made eyes. Why should I fear an eye? Why should I fear a triangle when God made triangles?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Everything the enemy has, he just took it from the Lord and perversed it. That's why we need to reclaim it. You feel me? So for me personally, if I'm going into the metaverse, I'm going into the metaverse. I'm preaching and teaching and all that until they ban me. They gonna have to ban me first before, you know what I'm saying? You know, they gonna have to kick me out the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? Totally. Because I'm gonna be on there getting banned off of this thing and off that thing left and right. Because what they not gonna do is they not gonna shut me up. What they not gonna do is they're not gonna stop me from preaching the gospel. They're not going to stop me from speaking the truth to people and waking people up and make them, as long as God gives me another breath, another day, another chance, another opportunity. Yo, we got to reach people, man. You know what I'm saying? For the kingdom, for the Lord, because God desires all men to be saved. And you never know how many people you can reach just by planting that seed. You feel me? So we got to take these tools that the enemy is using and use them for good, use them for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Use it to do his will. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I'm at. Like, if I'm going to be video gaming, guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be in this matrix telling the truth. I'm going to be in this matrix waking people up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I'm the only gaming channel out there, you know what I mean, that speaks on these topics and these important issues, because there's a lot of gaming channels out there and they ain't talking about nothing. They all lost in the world. You know what I mean? But we gotta start waking people up, because you look at the gaming industry right now, and I already done mentioned this in 2 of my videos already, but I'll mention it again. The gaming industry is bigger than the music industry and the film industry combined.
Wow, that's
combined.
Like what you see?
Do you feel me? And it went even higher when the pandemic started. The pandemic. When the pandemic started, it went even higher. Okay, now more people are home more than ever on the game. Just like you said I'm always on the game. You feel me?
That's unfortunately.
Yeah, because it's one way that we pass our time. You got men in their 30s and their 40s still stuck on the game. You think that's what the Most High meant for us? Nah, man. No. There's a real world out there. So when we giving all of our time to this digital world, we're missing on the life that God actually intended for us.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And just because you don't have goggles on, when you focus on that screen for so long, like say if I'm playing Call of Duty for 3 hours, right? You know what I mean? I'm totally lost in that world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in that world. I don't need goggles on to be lost in the world. We're already in the matrix already by being focused on these screens, playing these games. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, we got to come out the matrix, yo. We got to use it for God's benefit and bring other people out of it as well too. You know what I'm saying? Make people aware, because what they're doing with these video games and with social media, all this different technology, man, is they're using the reward center of our brain to keep us addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? You can practice. You know, every time
I noticed that.
Yeah, every time you get a kill on Call of... Go ahead. My bad.
They're utilizing every opportunity that they can think of to keep us stranded, to keep us trapped in this digitalized world.
Exactly.
We may continue, Devin.
Yo, I was just gonna say, every time you get a kill on Call of Duty, right? You get another hit of dopamine. You know what I'm saying? Every time you complete an objective, say it's the single player game, you get a hit of dopamine. You know what I'm saying? And over time, as you get more hits of dopamine, guess what your brain says? Your brain says, you know what, this is the easiest way for me to get pleasure. So now it makes it even more difficult to do difficult tasks, right? Say if you want to write a book, you're never going to write that book because that's too hard for the reward center of your brain. Your brain's like, you know, why would I write this book that's going to take me a long time before I even get a hit of dopamine when I can just go sit down and play Call of Duty, get a couple of kills, and boom, we happy, you know? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's mind control. People, you know, it's mind control. And that's what all these tools are. Video games, movies, cell phones. We're all, you know, that's why people make the point of saying we're already transhuman, you know, because guess what we always have in our hand? A cell phone. It doesn't need to be in your body. It's attached to you 24/7. Even though we know, right? Even though we know 4G's killing us, we know 5G's killing us, right? We know that there's your cell phones are emitting off radiation. So every time you hold it in your hand, or especially I speak on speakerphone. I never hold the phone up to my head. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of this rise of brain cancer and lung cancer, and you know, even what's it called? What Chadwick Boseman die of? The rectal cancer. What's it called?
You can
colon cancer, right? You know, guess where you always have your phone right there on your hip, in your pocket. You see what I'm saying?
About that, I actually don't believe that. There's two sides to a story, but that's just me. You know, it's always suspicious when these celebrities die, like for real. Like, I always wonder, like, why they always say that it's like an overdose or even like a suicide or whatever. But you know,
you can practice
right?
They try to cover their tracks.
They do
all the time. All the time.
They do. You know, I mean, sort of, because nowadays it seems like they ain't trying to cover no tracks at all. They just putting it in people's face and laughing because they know people are so asleep and they believe in the entertainment factor so much that their minds can't wrap around it actually being a ritual, or that it was the actual sacrifice, when clearly all the signs add up to telling us exactly what it is. You know, so we know it's a ritual, we know it's a sacrifice, but the world who are asleep, their minds are given over to a reprobate mind, okay? Yeah. They can't see the truth. They don't, because really they don't want to see the truth, you know, because a lot of people don't want their reality to be shattered. Once your reality is shattered, they're scared of the reality being shattered, you know, and I'll put it like, when I started waking up, when God opened my eyes and I started seeing it, my reality was shattered. You know, it's like, you know, you got to think to yourself at first, like, man, is the world really this evil? I didn't know. I knew it was some bad people in the world, right? But I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't know it was this evil. But when the Most High opened your eyes, you can't not see it. You know what I mean?
Cannot see it. You cannot see it, and it almost hurts. It's like a extra layer of pressure on you to do something about it.
Do something about it and live right. You know, God will set, when you're ready, when God's ready for you to, He will set you on your path. You know, and you know, you'll know that it's your time. The thing is, are you going to answer that call? Because see, some people are scared to answer that call because they know that their family's going to look at them funny. They know that their friends are going to look at them funny. You know what I'm saying? So they're too fearful to answer that call and really get out there and evangelize and preach and teach the word of God. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it could be fear, right? I'm afraid to show my face. I'm afraid to speak. I don't think I'm the best speaker in the world. You know what I mean? I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. But God said, God did not give you the spirit of fear, right? So we have to overcome our fears, and we have to go above and beyond, because this is nothing to be played with. God said, if you're a watchman, right, and you don't blow your trumpet when the swords come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then what is that gonna do? Do y'all know that the rest of that verse?
I don't know the rest of it.
Then their blood is on your hands.
Come a little bit closer.
Their blood is on your hands because you didn't blow your trumpet, right? You know what I'm saying? You didn't make people aware that the sword. You knew the sword was coming, but you didn't tell nobody it was coming.
Like
So everybody who gets swept away from that, guess what? Their blood is on your hands. You know, so we have we have a responsibility to preach and teach the gospel, man. I'm gonna make a video talking about that here soon, because I feel like it's very important, man. I feel like it's very important, and you know, getting on the internet, making a comment, rolling out, that's not helping people. You know what I'm saying? When you get on there, man, and you actually give people the truth, you actually edify people, that pleases God. That's why God tells us often, man, feed my sheep. Feed my sheep. You know what I mean? You have to. You know what I mean? That's our job. That's how we fight the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Every look, man, when every time a soul is saved, the angels sing, they rejoice, they praise, they worship. You know what I'm saying? That's real, man.
Like what you see?
But this is a fight that we have to fight in every single day, right? And so we have to wake other people up every single day and bring them to the Most High every single day. You know what I mean?
What you see?
Because this is for the kingdom.
Yep.
Well,
Come a little bit closer, Ezio.
what y'all think about the New World Order coming? You know what I'm saying? How much time do y'all project that I know no man can predict the day or the hour. And what I'm not asking is when do y'all think the Most High is returning? What I'm asking you is how much time do you think we have until this New World Order is fully set up and they implement their police state over here in America?
Hey, Witness, you want to go first?
Hey, if you have something in mind to say, I'm gonna let you go first.
You can practice with me.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
No,
I like
what you see?
first of all, let me say I like both of y'all, but I like how Witness threw it right back to you, Nito.
Come a little bit closer.
He said you can go ahead and clean that one up for me. Let's go.
Okay, so
Good care of you.
I actually have a lot of opinions and stuff
Like what you
about
see?
that. It called for an uprising. He's been talking about that. Like, he's been stressing
can
about
practice
that.
with me
Even
anytime.
in a lot of his videos, actually.
We
And
take good
he
care
actually
of you.
okay. Here's what I think. So, I think that
Come a little bit
we're
closer,
slowly getting there. We're like I've noticed that in my
take
like
good care of
town or whatever, in some stadiums,
You
they
can
don't
practice
use
with me.
cash. They're completely cashless. Like there's like
Like what you see?
in Minnesota Target Center where the Timberwolves play, there's no cashless,
Come a
all
little bit closer,
digitalized.
Ezio.
And in some hockey stadium where the
take good
Minnesota
care of
Wild play at XL Energy Center,
Uh-huh.
they've gone completely
Come a
cashless
little
too,
bit
and
closer,
so
Ezio.
it's only those two places that really just moved away
Like
from
what you
cash
see?
entirely. And then if I should bring up, Starbucks is even going cashless too. Like I think pretty soon here. And then like
what you see?
the new world order NWO. I did not understand it like at all. Like but then I looked at the back of the dollar bill, and then I saw a triangle and an eye in it, and then I was like, what is that? And then like I started doing research on it and stuff, and I found out what it exactly means and represents and stuff, and I'm like, okay, alright, so they're trying to do this. Okay, got it. I think we're very close, like to the return of Messiah, but again, nobody knows the day or the hour. But you want to know the first thing when I got a Bible, the first thing I did was I read the book of Revelation, because I knew that's what the times we were in. But the New World Order it's definitely coming.
Like what you see?
And man, you just made me think of another question. I'm gonna specifically direct this one, not at you, Nito, but at you, witness. All right.
All right.
If you can answer it, you can. If you can't, whatever. Okay. But what are your thoughts about there being a pre-trib rapture versus a post-trib rapture, or is there a rapture at all? Is there a rapture at all? Because many people would say rapture's not even in the Bible, right? The word rapture is not even in the Bible, but we can quote, say, Thessalonians, right, where it talks about us all being caught up, with the Lord. So what are your thoughts on that? Pre-trib rapture, post-trib rapture, no rapture?
Yeah, that's a debate. That's like talking politics amongst Christians, amongst the Christian religion. It's just, hey, don't talk politics with me, bro.
Right.
Pre-trib, post-trib. The pre-trib, what I get from a lot of pre-trib people is that they try to escape. They try to escape what's coming. They're fearful of it, and they may lack a bit of faith when it comes to what's possible that could happen to them when they're tested amongst the rest of the world. Because my thing, like something like the mark of the beast, is like, man, once the mark of the beast gets here, everybody's already gonna be everybody in the world that ain't with the Most High. They already gonna be caught up in it. That mark of the beast is for us, bro.
Man,
that mark of the beast is gonna attack us, because we're the ones that are gonna be resistant to it. So if we're resistant to it, and they telling us, look, you're not gonna be able to drive to work, because you're not gonna be able to spend the money to get gas or electricity to make it, and you're not gonna be able to work if you don't follow this law. Whatever the mark is, whether it's a law or a law combined with something technological, it's gonna compromise true believers the most, and it's only gonna be a few of them. So everybody else gonna be caught up in the mark of the beast.
But let me say this though, because some people might say, that judgment is not reserved for those who have already given their life to Christ. Okay, so that judgment is for those who will be left behind, right? And then those people will have to endure all the way into the end, right? So like, and this is why I try to get people to get off of that fence where they say, I believe in the Lord, but I haven't fully dedicated myself to the Lord, right? Because say if the rapture is true, right, then you're guaranteed left behind, because there's no middle ground. You can't serve two masters, God and money. You can't serve two masters, the world and God. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, hey, I don't know if I'm fully committed to the Lord, and still expect to be saved during those
Right,
times.
right,
You can
But like I said,
practice
some
with
people
me.
will say that's not for us, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll be raptured off
So,
when that time comes.
Like what you see?
So we don't
okay,
have
so
to
let
worry
me.
about the mark of the beast. We don't have to worry about um,
Come a little bit closer.
the one world currency or the one world religion or anything that they're trying to bring in this new world order.
Like what you see?
Right, 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 right. Okay, so yeah, so when you saying that, those are some people's
Take good
beliefs
care of
Those some
about
people's opinion, not
opinions
mine.
about
I'm
it.
just
Yeah,
saying what
got
how
you.
people will rebuttal with it, right?
How people
Because
rebut it, right?
Come a
Right.
little bit closer.
And yeah, that's why I
Tia.
wanted to start there, because a lot of people, I think, they try to avoid
You
the
can
thoughts
practice with
of
me
going through
anytime.
it. So to say that, I'm not exactly
Take good care of me.
100% sure, but due to my research and hearing other different
Come a
opinions,
little bit closer. Tia.
the rapture would be something sort of
You
a
can
post
practice
trib.
with me anytime.
Um, yeah, just to answer more directly, it would be something.
Like what
It would
you
be post
see?
trib.
right, right.
I'd have to bring in a lot of scriptures. You know, I mean, I
Come
don't
a
have the
little
book
bit
right in front of me or
closer. Tia.
anything, or I can't even really remember a lot of them. But just based on what I've studied before,
Like what you
definitely
see?
post trib.
You know why I think it's a post trib, and I think it's a post trib because
Take
if
good
you
care
look
of me.
back far enough in history, you can actually trace that it's not long ago that
You
many of
can
these churches
practice with me
started to
anytime.
adopt the ideal of there being a pre-trib rapture, right? And a
Hmm.
lot of that came in line
Take
when
good
they
care of
created
me.
that movie Left Behind. I don't know if y'all ever seen that before, but it's a Christian movie called Left Behind, right?
You
Hmm.
can
And
practice
it
with me
displays
anytime.
the pre-trib rapture and what it would look like and whatnot. And so then you started seeing that take
Come a
rise
little
in a
bit
lot of
closer,
different
Tia.
churches around America, around the world, period, and so a
Like
lot
what
of
you
Christians,
see?
they, because of that movie or the books, because the book came first, obviously, but because of the books and the movies,
You
a
can
lot of
practice with
Christians
me
believe that
anytime.
there's going to be a pre-trib rapture. Now, my problem
Hmm.
with that is if it's not
Come a little
true,
bit closer, Tia.
then you're going to have Christians who are going to get the mark of the beast, right? Because they're going to say,
Take
"Oh
good
no, this
care of
can't be
me.
the mark of the beast because we haven't been raptured yet. The rapture
Right.
hasn't happened yet."
Like what you
You know what I'm
see?
saying? So they're going to go along with the beast system as long as they think the
Come a little
rapture is
bit
coming
closer,
first.
Tia.
Hmm.
You feel me? And there's not enough scriptural evidence
Take
to,
good
for,
care
in
of
my
me.
opinion, to say that there is a pre-trib rapture. Now I could be wrong. I'm not a
Like what you
know-it-all,
see?
and anybody watching this video, y'all see this? Please go
You can
ahead and leave your
practice with me
thoughts in the
anytime.
comments, in the chat, whatever. Let me know what you guys think about that because I definitely want to know
Like
everybody's
what you
opinion
see?
personally. Like my personal opinion, though, is that this could be a setup. This pre-trib rapture thing could be a
Take
setup.
good
You
care of
feel
me.
me?
Hmm.
And so yeah, I think that's the issue that you know,
You can practice with me
like Nito
anytime.
said, man, it's a debate. It's a discussion that's definitely to be had, and it needs to be
Come
had
a
for
little
real
bit
because
closer, Tia.
I don't want a lot of Christians getting tricked into thinking that these aren't the end times because the
Take good
rapture
care
hasn't
of me.
happened yet, and that they think that we're not supposed to go through it. You know what I'm saying? They think that
Right.
we're
Come a
exempt from
little
going
bit
through it.
closer, Tia.
I
I
don't
just say
think
prepare your faith for a post trib. I mean, that's the
that's
best thing to do.
that's
Like
the
what
best
you
thing to
see?
do.
Prepare your faith for a post trib. Just go
Right?
ahead and set your mind to it. Don't fear it.
You
Just
can
go ahead and
practice
prepare
with me
yourself for it.
anytime.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I
Um,
prepare for both scenarios. I would say
Come a little bit
prepare for the
closer, Tia.
pre-trib rapture. Prepare for there not to be a pre-trib rapture. That's what I would
if
say.
you prepare for a pre-trib, if you
Like
prepare
what
for a
you
post-trib
see?
rapture, then you definitely ready for the pre-trib rapture.
Exactly,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Boom, you said it the best right there.
You can
You know what I
practice with
mean?
me
So
anytime.
But
yeah,
it is good to know truth as well. So I think if you just study enough, you'll see that it leans more towards post trib.
Post trib, yeah.
But yeah.
Nito, you
Another
got
point
any
you
thoughts
brought.
on this?
Like what
My
you
bad.
see?
Go ahead.
No.
Nito, you got any thoughts?
About
The rapture?
oh,
You can practice with me.
I haven't really delved deep into that. I'm really not sure. What I think, it's my opinion, I think that there's not gonna be
We take good care
a
of you.
rapture at all. I think I'm not sure.
Come
Cause
a little
like
bit closer.
there's something in scripture. It says
Like
enduring
what you
till
see?
the end, you will be saved or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can practice with
that's
me anytime.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I kind of believe in the
Like what you
post-trib
see?
rapture too, but I'm not really sure. Kind of 50-50.
Come a little
Right,
bit closer,
right.
Ezio.
Well, my thing is if you're prepared for there to be no rapture at all, then you're prepared for it all. You feel me? So it's okay if either
You
way,
can
because
practice with me anytime.
I don't think there's anybody who can definitely say is this or that. All we can do is read the
Like what you
scriptures
see?
and come to our own understanding. But like I said, I think it's best
Come a little bit closer.
to be prepared for a post-trib rapture. That way, you're not caught off guard when the Antichrist hits the scene, and
You
you're
can
like, no
practice
way,
with
it can't
me
be the Antichrist because the rapture hasn't happened yet. So we should definitely be on guard. We should definitely be alert, and we should definitely be watching for the Lord's return. So
Yeah, most
Like what
definitely.
you see?
Oh, hey Devin, did you you probably know of this, but
Come a little bit
in the book
closer,
of
Ezio.
Daniel, there's like Daniel and his like friends or whatever,
You
like
can practice with
stood
me.
before King Nebuchadnezzar, I think that's his name. But yeah, King Nebuchadnezzar,
Like what you
he
see?
wanted them to worship him, but Daniel and his friends said no. We serve our God. And then King Nebuchadnezzar, he actually ordered them to be burned alive in a furnace.
yeah.
And
Well,
then,
Daniel, he put in the lion's den.
yeah, yep.
But no, I know what scripture you're referring to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, but I think his friends got sent to the furnace or whatever, or the chamber or whatever. But anyway, I think when King Nebuchadnezzar went to go check on them, he saw what appeared to be a fourth person in there, and he was saying, "Who is that guy?" And then like amazingly, shockingly enough, they did not burn. Like none of them.
Right.
None of them burned alive. And King Nebuchadnezzar was in disbelief. He's like, "What?"
Right.
He's like, I ordered them to be burned alive. What happened? And I
that's
think
when he realized that their God is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Our God, you know what I'm saying? So it says, if we are thrown into a blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to save us from it, and he will rescue us from your hand, O King. But even if he does not, we want you to know, O King, that we would not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up.
Yep. That's one of the scriptures or lines or whatever that I always remember I always remember that. And then also there's another one, but it's quite not like that, but it's kind of you know this guy, his name was Esau, I think. Esau, and I think he would have had the promises of God and stuff, that could have flowed through him, but one moment he was starving. He was so hungry. He traded off what could have been eternal life, even for a bowl of stew. A bowl of stew.
Yeah.
And I heard about that, and I was like, wow, what?
That's a great insight, and you have a good memory. You have a good way of recapturing things you've maybe heard before long ago.
Absolutely.
Or read before.
Yep.
That's two great examples of following a law that is not of the Most High at a time where. Yep.
And there's actually one more thing in my life that I always remembered, and this was back in middle school. I had issues with the student. I won't go into details, but I felt like knocking the dude clean out. But then my teacher, she was a SCA, she told me to step outside and walk with her, and then as much as I wanted to punch the guy, I decided to do the smart thing and just walk and talk with the teacher. And then teacher told me, I want you to remember this. Be a leader, don't be a follower. And I always remembered that, I always remembered that, from the day on.
Man,
teacher had love for you.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
She
And you
had love for you,
don't get good teachers like that every day, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna
She
look
wouldn't
out
tell
for
anybody
you.
else that.
Yeah, man. I'm telling
She had
you.
love for you.
And you know what, Nito? Man, you do have a wonderful memory, man. I love that you're able to recall scripture like that, man, because you don't get that from a lot of people every single day.
Scripture that applies too. I didn't think of the whole suit, thing, giving up his salvation just for,
the
of hunger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
It just makes you think, like when that happens, to you, what would you do?
Exactly. But I want to bring up another great point that you brought up, Nito, when you were talking about a call for an uprising and, how they're trying to bring us into a cashless society. Did either one of y'all see that? So when Queen Elizabeth died, Joe Biden signed an executive order about cryptocurrency. Did y'all see that?
I didn't see it, but I think I heard you mention it.
Yeah. So Joe Biden. Oh, I did mention that. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Devin, if I may to add something, I think it goes into effect. I don't know if this is BS or not, but I saw something on Instagram. I don't know if it was true, but I think it goes into effect in the month of December. I think December 12th or 13th or something.
What you don't remember what it was?
This December. I think it's you said Joe Biden signed an executive order. That takes an effect. I think December 12th or 13th. I don't know. I don't know. It might just be bullshit.
Man, yeah, I gotta look into that, man. And if you remember it or come back across it, don't hesitate to send it to me, man, so I can check it out, man, because I definitely want to know what's going on so we can alert people. But
I think I have it saved. I'm not sure. I think I do. I'm gonna try to do some digging and try to find it.
Right, right. Well, you know, the goal is to bring us into a total cashless society, man. And
Yep.
you know, a lot of people don't understand is that when our dollar collapses, what they're going to bring in is the Fed coin, and it's not going to be, you know, hey, you just go out there and get your cryptocurrencies. It's going to be you get this chip that's going to have your currency in this chip. And here's the thing: a lot of people gonna get it because they're gonna say to themselves, "Man, I got kids to feed. I got to feed my family. I got to take care of my people." You know what I'm saying? And plus, the government's gonna bribe people. Oh man, we about to get. This just brought up another subject in my mind. But the government's gonna bribe people. They're gonna be like, "We're gonna put $1,000 on it, or 2,000, or 5,000, or whatever." And so people gonna be lined up to get that chip, man. For real, for real.
Yeah.
But it
Hey,
did, but it brought up another point. Let me say this real quick, Nito, because
Okay.
I don't want to forget.
Okay.
But
My bad.
no,
Alright, go
you're
ahead.
good. You're good. I just don't want to forget, man, because I will forget for
Okay.
real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But y'all seen that movie, The First Purge? Y'all ever seen that movie? It's called
I've been meaning to watch
It's called
it for
The
the longest.
First Purge, not the First Purge movie. I think it's
Right.
just called The First Purge, right?
Right.
And
No, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, and it started in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what they did was they bribed people to do the purge by bribing them with money. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing they're gonna do with the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Same thing they was doing with the man, I don't want to get
with the wacky.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, right? Okay, yeah. Thank you for because you know we can't say it on you know,
Yeah.
but y'all know.
With that sticky
You know.
icky.
But look, check this out. Speaking of the purge, this is what I wanted to bring up. Did
I
y'all
need to
hear
watch that
that
movie.
Chicago is legalizing, not Chicago, Illinois, the state of Illinois is legalizing law. They about to have the purge going down in Illinois.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, so you know
I
people.
need to read more details on it, but I saw that like that tagline. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. You know, when you look at all the things that they're going to let people get away with, like second degree murder. You know, that's wild, you know, because then anybody can say, hey, man, this wasn't premeditated. You know, first of all, they're going to have to prove that the crime was premeditated in order to actually lock somebody up for it. You know what I'm saying? And people who already have second degree murder charges, from the way I was understanding it, I'm pretty sure this is correct, right? People who already have second degree murder charges will be released without bail. They don't need to pay bail. They'll just be released. I wonder if that's what you was talking about, Nito. That's coming in because I heard it was like end of the year or beginning of the year when this thing is going to take place.
Yeah.
Could that have been what you were talking about? The purge in Illinois? Maybe not. I don't know.
Probably not. But hey Devin, I got good news. I looked at my videos, like the ones I saved, and I found the one that I was just talking about. I'm gonna send it to you. I found it on my Instagram.
Okay, yeah, do that, man. Do that.
Yep.
Do that. I'll definitely connect with you, man. Is there anything else y'all wanted to cover? It's 3:53. We were supposed to end this about an hour ago, y'all. We kept going, but see, that's you know, I like the energy that we have right now, man. I hope we can get us three and more in on these conversations in the future, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think we should go ahead and end it. I don't even know how long this live stream about to be. We don't put together a whole live stream already, man. You know, so this don't even have to just be a test.
Right.
We done touched some good topics. You feel me? So I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed having y'all here with me tonight, man. It was fun. Man, I just hope y'all have a blessed night, man. Shalom, man.
Yeah. We'll definitely reconnect some more, bro. And you see what my name is in YouTube chat, so
Yeah,
just watch out for anything I may say about when I can and can't join or when I'm free or whatever. If you're gonna do something, or just shoot me a
Hey,
message on PlayStation and let me know whenever you do want to live stream.
definitely. And hey, and we don't even have. If you just see me on and you want to, join in on the chat and have a conversation, we can do that too, y'all. So
For sure,
don't ever hesitate to hit me up, man.
for sure.
hey, Devin. You have two Instagrams?
I have two Instagrams. My main one, I had to make the backup one because Instagram locked me out of my main account for a while.
So
So, but
it's
the backup one I don't never use. My main one is just DevinWorlds.
I have DevinWorlds up TV.
Yeah, that's my backup one. My main one is just my name.
Okay.
The
So should I send it to your main one or?
yeah. Send it to my main Instagram. Just DevinWorlds. Just DevinWorlds.
Okay, I see it. I just sent it to you.
What's your Instagram name?
Um, it's Manito dash Chavaria dash Martinez.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Okay, I got you. All right.
And I am excited. It says Ultimate Doom, December 13th, 2022, now called C-Day. Lifeblood, Central Bank Digital Currency, CBDC, Executive Order 1407. Let's get it. Alright, this is the bill. It says, please understand the possible implications of this ultimate challenge to our free society. Number one, any cash you now have stays outside the banking system is invalid and will no longer be in any value when this process is complete. December 13th.
Whoa, hey, hold on. Oh, I can't pause this. Okay, let me see real quick. Did y'all hear any of this already? Nito,
I
you
heard
sent
it.
it. Nito, you sent it to me, right? All right. So
Yep.
the first one is crazy right there. Any cash you now have saved outside of the banking system is invalid and will no longer be of any value when this process is complete. Look, these people ain't playing around, and that's what
What
I'm
was the
saying. Like
second place?
they putting the truth right in your face. The second one was any digital currency you have in the bank may be turned off by government thugs for not obeying correct party line. Mm. Yo, this is crazy.
$5, no food, no rent, no mortgage, no.
Yeah, the Biden bucks is the Fed coin.
If you do not get this, they're gonna cut you off. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, y'all. What else have I
Can
forgotten?
y'all hear it?
That is going to be destroyed
Yep.
by this digital system. Alright, y'all, this is real. Everybody out there need to push this and warn everybody, even if it costs you your freedom, even your life. Let's get busy. Alright, y'all. It says, and they combine this bill with the 87,000 new armed IRS agents. What could possibly be wrong? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. They're arming these people because when they crash this society, they know that there's gonna be a lot of angry, irate people that are gonna come in there aggressively. You will be shot down. This is what this is all about. This is why
Exactly.
they're gonna be armed. They're gonna crash the economy, y'all.
And look, here's the thing: they ain't gonna shoot people down using our U.S. military. They already have a secret foreign military operating here in America. You know what I'm saying? So because it's gonna be a lot of people in the U.S. military, they ain't gonna want to fire at our own people. You know what I'm saying? So they got this foreign
Yeah.
military that's gonna do the job for them.
And I am excited.
Right.
In your
Is
life.
it
Let's get
is
busy.
it
Alright, y'all. It says,
does it have to do with the one world government?
Yes, definitely. Because, you know, they're not going to depend on our military to do their dirty work. They know a lot of soldiers ain't going for that, you know.
I think I know what that is. Call actually made like references. I mean to they're gonna put people into like these FEMA camps or whatever.
Definitely, it's already happening in I can't
China,
say. Woo, slow down. No, I mean, listen, man. On YouTube, you can't say the C word, man. All right, because they will, you know, come for you for that too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a CHINA. You feel me? They already got the perfect police state set up over there, man, and that's as far as I'm gonna go in on it right now. I'll get deeper on it a little bit later. I mean, I already kind of talked about it in another video. You know what I'm saying? But they instantly flagged that video. Instantly. That's how I know they're not playing around. Anytime I mention CHINA, I know YouTube their algorithm is gonna pick that up straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because what you got to understand is that China already owns a lot of America, and China even owns Hollywood. Matter of fact, China is even buying up. I'm saying it all day. Now it don't even matter. They buying up our schools. You know what I'm saying? All that. You feel me? So, yeah, man.
Everything literally comes from like they say made in China, like always. Like I'm like, dang. Wow, everything.
Man, they got their hand in a lot of the world, man. They buying up Africa, you know what I'm saying? And what they're doing is they're setting themselves up to be the leaders of this new world order, man. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is like when it comes down to China, they're gonna rise up in these last days. Russia is also going to rise up in these last days. You know what I mean? And they're going to be the driving force in this new world order. America, man, they really want to empty a lot of America out. You know what I'm saying? And they know the reason why they haven't really been able to fully bring this in is because here in America, over in the UK, you know, you have a lot of people that still are stuck on that freedom mentality. And so they want to break that freedom mentality from us, you know what I'm saying? And so they're slowly doing it. They're slowly implementing different rules and different laws to make it to where it's harder to, you know, say what's right. Say, you know, I'm over here trying to censor myself now. Don't say the C word. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a lot. I remember when I first got on YouTube, man, you can say whatever, you know what I'm saying, post whatever, you know what I'm saying. Not today, man. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying. Our freedom of speech does not exist in this country no more.
Nope.
You know. I mean, if you say something bad about the alphabet people, you know, it's over. You know, the L, the B's, the C's, the G's, the T's, the you know what I'm saying?
He actually like he's trying to tiptoe around YouTube and stuff, and he's doing a pretty good job of it.
Man, he's a master at it, man.
I
salute a call. You know, and I really like this current move he just recently made, you know, with his where he's not even a call no more. I don't even want to say what his channel's name is no more because I know he's moving undercover right now, and I don't want you know to be the reason why he got caught up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely subscribed to his new channel. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I'm definitely following. And it's, you know, some people might be like, man, it ain't that serious. No, it is that serious. You know what I'm saying? They coming after people left and right. You know what I mean?
His intro though, it's something.
Yeah, I actually like his new intro better than his old intro. Maybe because it's new, it's fresh. I've seen his old one like 1,000,000 times over. You know what I'm saying? But his new intro is dope too, man. His new channel is dope. I love it, man. You know, and I support a call, man. I went to one of his live streams that he did one time. You know, donated, you know, support. You know, I feel like us as truthers, as Christians, we got to support each other and be there for each other. You know what I'm saying? And really come to get like, you know, doing one of these podcasts right now. I would love to have a call on it. You know what I mean? And have him, you know, speaking his truth, you know, out here, you know. So, you know, I mean, he's doing it anyways, but I mean on my channel as well, you know.
Yeah, that would be
It'd be
that would
dope,
definitely
you know?
be that would be interesting.
I see comments all the time saying that we should collab. You know, the reason why I never reach out to collab with anybody is because I'm like, how Sway? How we gonna do it? You know, you know, we already have our own styles of making our content. You feel me? And so,
Right.
how do we mesh those two styles together? Is, you know, and give people that collab that they really want. It's always been the question. I think one of the best ways to do it is to have an open live stream discussion like we're doing right now. You know, that would be the best way to collab with a call or any other Truth channel out there, Truth Unedited, whatever, you know what I mean? So
Truth Unedited.
yeah, Truth Unedited. You gotta look them up, man. Fire. For real.
Nice.
Yep.
He drop every Friday.
That's it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually follow him.
Yeah. He's the truth, man. He's the truth. There's, you know, look, man, I got my channel, but I have my people I follow, I listen to, man, I respect, you know. I get the word from, like I said, man, the Vigilant Christian Mario, man, I wish I remember who he was. You know what I'm saying? But the Vigilant Christian Mario, he was one of the first ones out here exposing these secret societies, the government, what's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? And then actually putting scripture out there with it as well too, you know what I mean? So man, I just, you know, I made a video. If y'all don't remember who he is, matter of fact, I made a video because him and a call got into it back in the day, you know, and so I made a video about that, you know, and talking about how they should come together, where I thought the issues lied, where I thought, you know, maybe Mario was out of line a little bit. I really didn't think that a call was out of line. You know, a lot of people judge him because he made cursing videos sometimes or something like that. But,
yeah,
you know, I don't really, you know, I think sometimes we all slip with the tongue sometimes. And, you know, especially when you're really passionate about these topics, these subjects, and you really want to help people, you know what I'm saying? The curse word might slip out every once in a while. You know, so I mean that's just what it is, you know. So I don't
actually. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. I'm
bad.
just gonna say I don't judge, you know, him for that, and I don't judge Mario for the stance he took, which was pretty much, you know, we should be more focused on giving our life to God, giving our life to Christ, instead of trying to start an uprising, because and you know, he was using scripture to back up his point as well too, you know. But both of them very, very good truthers, man, very good Christians, man, you know what I'm saying, just did not see eye to eye on certain topics and subjects. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But the thing I was gonna say is I don't really see an issue with call it that much. Like I mean like if he's gotta say a curse word to get his point across, then that doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
To most people it will, but to me, no. I just understand, because like he's passionate. He really cares about what he's doing and what he's like been up to and stuff, and what he's trying to do in his mission to like wake people up from the symbolism of this world and stuff, because it's important.
You know, and that's the thing. It's easy to get on the internet and say, hey man, you're doing this, hey man, you're doing that, without looking at your own self, without looking in the mirror. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, that's the point I was bringing up in that video I did the other day on my channel. You know, it's like you come over here and you want to make a slick comment and then roll out. You want to call me lukewarm. You don't know me. You never even had a conversation with me over the phone. You never met me personally. You know what I'm saying? You don't know anything about me, but what you're doing is you're coming to be to be a false witness towards me. You know what I'm saying? And accuse me of this and that and that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing I don't respect, because we have a lot of keyboard warriors out here. You know, when people like a call, people like me, people like Truth Unedited, we're out here on the front lines of this war. You know what I'm saying? So, so why are you coming at us like we're your enemy? We're not your enemy. You know what I'm saying? We're here to help the people. You know what I'm saying? We're here to spread the gospel and the truth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what, because this is my biggest point, right? If I wanted to, I could say, for example, you know, for worldly purposes, I'm going to become a gaming YouTuber full time. I don't need to preach the gospel. I don't need to try to wake people up. If I want to live in the world, I can live in the world. I don't have to take a risk by being on here every single day and having my content at risk every time I do an upload, right? I don't have to do that. Okay, so a lot of times when you say somebody's a false prophet, or you're bearing false witness against them, or you're accusing of this, or you're saying, hey, because you're doing this, you're so wrong. You know what I'm saying? You need to repent because you curse. You know, yeah, I probably do need to repent because I curse. I will definitely repent because I curse. You see what I'm saying? But what did you do today that's going to cause you to have to repent? Because I promise you, nobody wakes up in a 24-hour period and lives that 24-hour period out perfectly. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're not living that full day out perfect where you can come home at the end of the night and say, woo, that's it. I don't need to pray. Man, I did good. I was perfect today. Lord, I was perfect. you know what I mean? Like, so we all got something to repent for every single day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not making an excuse and saying that's right. You should definitely try to prevent bad things from coming out of your mouth, right? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to lead people to Christ, because you don't want people to get the wrong idea and think that, you know, and overuse your freedom, like Paul talked about. Hey, just because we have the freedom to do it doesn't mean that we should do it, right? You know what I'm saying? And so we have to use our best wisdom in these situations, and that's why personally I stopped cursing in my videos. Okay, if you go back to my old videos, you see I curse no problem, because I used to think that was an effective way to get my message across. Because when you dealing, and I'll put it like this, okay, anybody who's watching this, who's black, who knows this, is sometimes you can't get across to niggas until you start cursing. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, so in my mind, I'm like, you know, if I'm gonna reach my people for real and let them know I'm serious, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say what I have to say bluntly off the top of my head, even if it includes curse words. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But, you know, every year, man, as I go deeper into the word, as I build my relationship with the Most High, you know, Scripture teaches us not to curse, to only let good things come out of your mouth. Be careful what you say. You know, there's life and death in the power of the tongue. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Do y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? It's life and death in the power of the tongue. You got to be careful what you're saying and the words that are coming out of your mouth, and making sure that, you know, you're not actually leading people away from Christ because of your actions. You see what I'm saying? Because people will look at you and be like, well, you're supposed to be a Christian, right? You're supposed to be a follower of Christ, but you cursing. How does the world already judge us as Christians? They say Christians are hypocrites. That's what they say. We're hypocrites. No, y'all do wrong every single day. Totally missing the point that we know that we're sinners. That's why we know we need Christ. That's why we repent. You know what I'm saying? That's why we study the word. That's why we try to build a relationship with the Most High, because we know we're sinners. We know we need forgiveness. We know we need mercy. We know we need grace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't get that point if they're still lost in the world. Right? So how we move is we should be moving Christ-like whenever, 24/7, as much as we possibly can. Because go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. For the people that don't understand that point, I don't make it an effort to put on a show of righteous or being overly righteous just to make somebody else feel comfortable either.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yep.
it's like I'm not. Yeah, that's basically what I mean. I don't want to be disingenuous when it comes to who I am, like personality wise, just to make you feel better, you know. And
make
people that
you feel
usually
comfortable.
say, right, and people that usually say, "Ain't you supposed to be Christian?" You can tell that they have no real morals about them, because one genuine person that is trying to follow God wouldn't say that to another genuine person that's trying to follow God.
Right. Exactly. Usually they're coming from the position of a mocker, right? They're coming to mock you and mock the word, and
they've been waiting for that moment. They've been waiting for you to cuss. Is my thing. They've been waiting for you to cuss,
exactly,
so they can go, "Oh, whoa, man! I thought you was for real." Because every time I looked in the mirror, I thought about you and all the things that you've changed in your life. But now I heard you cuss. Oh, okay, I ain't gotta do all that because, hey, you cussing? Right. Even though you don't do this, you stop doing this, but you still cussing? Okay, cool. Then that means I don't have to do all that other stuff that I need to change in my life to do in order to make it to heaven. Because if you cussing and you think you're gonna make it, then I'm good.
Right.
That's what I hear from those people.
Right, exactly. And you're 100% right. Those people are out there. I just want to make the point that in my opinion, I mean, it's beyond my opinion, okay? Like, there are people out there who genuinely come because they want to learn the truth. They want to know the truth. They're not coming to mock you, right? There are people who genuinely want to know, is the word of God the truth? They're coming to you for wisdom and understanding, right? And those people specifically are the ones that I'm talking about that you don't want to run off, because when they're coming from the world, they already have the mind state that a Christian is supposed to be perfect. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying put on a show to try to make yourself seem perfect. What I'm saying is, listen, I'll put it like this. Self-control is something that the Bible preaches about several times, right? You should exercise self-control. Okay? So if I know that I have a problem with cursing, right? Then what I need to do is exercise my self-control. How do I prevent myself from letting those words naturally roll off of my tongue? See, when you say, for example, like, I don't want to be disingenuous because that's not me, right? That's not me. So I don't want to come off as disingenuous. I don't want to come off as holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? You have to remember who you are, right? You're a child of God, number one. All right. You're in this to get your crown of life. Do you feel me? So when you know who you are, okay, the world has already taught you how to curse, right? The world taught you that. God didn't teach you that. That's not scripture, right? So when you say that's me, I want to say, brother, that's not you. That's what the world told you was you, and that it's okay, because the world taught us how to speak. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. And when I say that's me, when I use their references like personality wise, I didn't mean like specifically cursing.
right.
Just
You're just
you know,
saying
yeah.
your
And
personality in general.
right, because you can walk to me on the street and spark up a conversation with me about anything. You wouldn't know that I'm like exercising my faith when I go home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean, no, you make a good point.
Yeah, and vice versa, man. I think both points are very good points. You definitely don't want to be disingenuous because that's being deceitful, right? Which is why you'll never see me go back and take down any of my old videos that I used to curse in, right? I'll never go take those down because if I took them down, then to me that's being disingenuous. But as I'm 36 years old, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm 4 years away from 40. So as I get older and wiser, I understand that those words are not for me and I need to exercise self-control. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that to where I'm at today, that is me today. Now you go back and check me 4 years ago, right? You're going to hear one of my worst videos where I cursed a lot in stop bleeping rapping. You know what I'm saying? The point of that video
Yeah.
was to tell people, man, stop. I'm gonna go ahead and curse. Stop fucking rapping,
Hmm.
right? Because as long as you're rapping, you're not fulfilling probably the destiny that God truly has for you. Okay? It's a lot of our people who could be doctors, lawyers, it's a lot of our people who could be in the justice system, you know what I'm saying, and actually tip the scales of justice, you know what I'm saying, to help our people, but
Yeah.
as long as you're stuck on the mind frame of I'm a rap my way out of the hood, that's not a good mentality to have, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying. And plus, becoming a rap star is like winning the lottery. I mean, I think it might be easier to win the lottery, you know what I'm saying, to come up as a rap star. Some people might disagree, but I'm saying they go hand in hand. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so at the end of the day, I'll never take down those videos because that would be me being disingenuous and trying to cover up something that I used to do. I want people to see where I came from and where I'm at today and where I will be at, say 5, 10, 20 more years down the road, whatever, how much ever time the Most High graces me with. So, yeah, I feel you on that side of things as well, too. Be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Be genuine. Don't be disingenuous. But at the same time, just because you have the freedom to do something doesn't mean you should do it. You know what I
Right. Be
mean?
be
Uh,
self-aware.
be
The
self-aware,
same way,
definitely, man.
or who was it, Peter or Paul, that didn't eat a certain food
Hmm.
or ate at a certain. I'm forgetting like the exact scripture, but he
Yeah,
chose
are you
not to take part in a certain meal or something, just based on how the people around him felt about it, just based on
exactly,
how the other Hebrews felt about it. So
exactly. But he also said, let no man judge you, about what you eat, about what festivals you keep,
right,
you know what I'm saying, and you know what day you keep this, the day about this, the Sabbath or whatever. Should have this
hmm
verse off the top of my head, but I don't right now. It's 4:23 in the morning, fellas. We still gonna see. And you was right. Hey, listen, you was right. See, when you meet another person who's on the truth and they have the word of God in them, yo, we could talk about this forever, man.
yeah, that's
You know what
why I
I'm
say,
saying?
bro.
These are
This,
conversations I enjoy, for real.
yeah, like
But it
something
is
like this would have to be so structured out as far as like mapped out what kind of subject we gonna get on and all that stuff, because it can just go anywhere at any moment, any
Yeah,
point.
we might have to put a time limit because It might turn into, it's supposed to be in a 3-hour stream, and it might turn into 6 hours.
Yeah.
You feel me? It might turn in, but I'm down for that. I'm down for that, man. As long as we in here having these good discussions, I'm down for that, man. As long as we're giving people, the truth and what they want to, not what they want to hear, just the truth. Period. Okay. As long as we giving people the truth, that's what matters, man. Because this is what people need.
Yep.
Yep.
And Devin, I thought I was like the only person, well, not the only one, that can actually see the world for what it truly is and stuff.
Man, sometimes it feels that way because
sometimes it feels that way.
The people around you,
especially when you're around your family, they don't know.
Yeah,
man.
Yep.
Look, I'm not, I'm not just saying that I love y'all just to say it, you know what I'm saying, or just to make y'all feel good, or just to. I mean that, because when I started my channel, trust me when I say I didn't have nobody else who was woke with me. My homeboy Mike, man, my brother Mike, man, we used to watch all kind of conspiracy videos together and all kind of stuff. So he was like but it's not many people, period, in my inner circle, in my family or whatever, that I really felt like was awake and aware, and that didn't look at me funny because of my beliefs at the time. Now a lot of my friends and family, they come back to me today and they say, hey, everything you were saying back then done came true, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're starting to see, they're starting to wake up, you know what I mean? And so, but it still feels like I'm alone, you know what I mean? And so when I started this channel, man, y'all became my family because y'all let me know I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one. And that feels good to know that, that we have a body of people who, of like-minded people who all understand what's going on in this world. And we don't have to hide what we feel or sugarcoat it or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Usually when you're talking to people and you're trying to explain things to them, like you said, it's not easy to explain to people, what faith is and how to live on faith. You remember when you said that earlier in the conversation? That is the 100% truth. So say if you're trying to sit down with a sheeple, right, whether they're family, friends, or somebody you just met, and you're trying to explain human cloning to them, you feel me? They can't even fathom it.
They can't fathom it, and a lot of people don't want to believe that the world is that evil or is taking that kind of a turn.
Exactly.
It's better. You just feel better about about living if you don't have that on your mind. It's just, I get it, man.
Yeah.
I've changed a lot through this truth. I don't press as hard. Not that I ever did really press, but if I don't see some kind of inclination in people to be curious about the scriptures or about the world, I don't take my time out to preach to them when it comes to like a personal level, because I know how it feels to have that truth on you.
Right.
Like, man, if you ain't ready for it, then
man,
like you said, it's more lonely than you think.
It is. I'm gonna bring up this Bible verse real quick. Do you want to add in something in real quick, Nito?
No, I don't have anything.
Let's hear that verse, homie.
Let me get it. If I can even, I'm gonna try to find it. If I can't find it, then
yeah.
There's a Bible verse where it's pretty much telling you only try to tell people twice. If you try to tell if you try to tell somebody more than twice and they're not receiving the word, then you move on. You know what I'm saying? But you don't keep wasting your breath on somebody who's not trying to hear the truth. They're not trying to hear the word. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel that. What I try to do is I try to tell people If they're not receiving it, then I just move on, man. I'm not gonna waste my time. You know, it used to be a time where I did care a lot, though. You know, and
Right.
I used to care a lot. I mean, not that my care has changed. I still care a lot, but I'm not gonna
You
waste
feel
my.
guilty for like, I almost feel guilty for telling somebody and them like get mad that I told them, or they kind
Man,
of brush it off, and I go back and I think to myself, I'm like, man, was I too preachy? Like, all I
man,
brought up is one thing, and
man.
they act like
Sometimes when
they
you
act like I
just
was a freaking weirdo,
sometimes when you just say God,
bruh,
they're demons. You know, them demons come out,
bruh.
man, and they get
The way people
mad. And
look at you
more, I mean,
when you
listen,
say
man.
Jesus, bro, it's
I ain't
like,
gonna say nobody's names, man, but I've seen people personally, close friends, get mad
man,
because I bring up God, because I bring up, or you know, we have a conversation about religion. Period. You know what I'm saying? Them demons start coming out, man, and you know, it's just something. You know, I'm not. You can't reason with a demon, so I'm not. Guess what? I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna argue with that demon at all. I'm gonna let that demon manifest. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the thing is, what I can do is I can rebuke that demon. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if that person, ooh, this is another topic. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about deliverance ministries? Man, we can go on,
deliverance
man,
ministries.
boy. Oh my God. Look, it's 4:30.
Give me
Uh,
like an example.
uh, okay. I ever heard of Isaiah Salvador, for example?
No.
Oh,
Isaiah,
I actually follow him.
yeah, Isaiah Salvador. I love Isaiah Salvador, you know, but
Yep.
he does a lot of he's a deliver he has a deliverance ministry, right? Where they deliver people, they cast demons out of people. That's what deliverance ministries are. Okay, Marcus Rogers also does that too. Y'all know who Marcus Rogers is?
Yeah, I know Marcus Rogers. Yeah.
Yeah, he casts out demons as well. You know, I was just asking what y'all thoughts on it is. You know, I think it's definitely scripture, and I believe that I believe that we have the power to cast out demons. You know, and that was a lot of people. They walk in this earth right now. They need some deliverance in their life. You feel me? They need some
Hmm.
deliverance in their life. You feel me? I think the problem is the fact that some people can mistake a demon for their own flesh. You know what I'm saying? So you can't accuse a demon for everything. You know, sometimes it's you. You can't accuse Satan for everything. Sometimes it's you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you got to battle your flesh every single day.
Hey
But I
guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
wait. Hold on. Before you roll out, let's go ahead and end this thing real quick, y'all. Cause I
Okay.
could tell. Look, it's about to be 5:30 your time, right?
It's 5:30 my time.
5:30. I'm
I
telling.
went over, but
Look,
the fact that this was a impromptu first time stream, bro, I was willing to stay on for as long as it can go.
It's
man,
okay.
definitely.
It's okay if you guys continue. I was just gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, my
It
boy
ain't
gotta
long.
go. You
No,
hear
I'm about to go to bed. Y'all feel me?
All
him? My
right.
boy, he gotta go
So,
to bed.
so fellas,
Go ahead, Nito.
I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. All
All
right.
right.
All right,
Listen,
Devin.
listen, fellas. I love y'all, man, and I thank y'all for coming on. I appreciate y'all for real, and I look forward to doing this in the future. Anytime, man. Listen, man. Y'all my brothers, man. Uh, everything that we discussed tonight, from our personal business to these conspiracies or whatever, I feel like brought us all closer. You know what I'm saying? And gave us all an understanding about each other. You know, like you said, bro, you said, you initially came in because you wanted to, speak to me and see if I'm genuine or not or whatnot, and I think you have your answer now, and same thing for you, Nito. You know, it's been really great getting to know you and getting to know both of y'all, period, man. So I thank
Yep.
y'all for real, man, for this conversation tonight. It's been a joy, for real. And thank y'all for waiting for me. I had to pick up my wife from work before I got on, so I had to finish that. And so I appreciate y'all waiting too, man, being patient. Um, thank y'all, man. Love y'all, man.
For sure.
Yep.
You're
No
gonna get a lot.
problem.
You're gonna get a lot of participants.
Man, that's what I'm hoping for,
You
because
know.
I want to
Yep.
have open
Let's
conversations,
hear
open
about it.
discussions, open debates. You know, maybe even do like a disagreement day where people can come on and they can say, you know, hey, I agree with you on this, I disagree with you on that, whatever, you know. But uh, I definitely want to do a lot more of these in the future, man. I think it's a way to bring people together, man. Everybody, it's a way for everybody to have their voice heard. And yeah, man, we're a family, we're a body, man. We're the dot connectors. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if y'all heard me say this in the video the other day, but I couldn't make my URL for the dot connector channel as just the dot connector, which I'm actually thankful for that, because what I had to do was put an S on the end, make it plural, the dot connectors. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because I'm
Okay.
not the only dot connector. You feel me? We all have dots connect, and if we come and work together, guess what? We're gonna put this puzzle together a lot faster. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? By working together and you know, sharing our knowledge, our wisdom, the gospel with one another. You know what I'm saying? So it
Yep.
means, you know, the fact that y'all even came on, man, it means a lot to me, man. Thank you so much, for real, for real. Love y'all, man.
No problem, man.
Yep. Love
No
y'all.
problem, man.
Yeah, I said I love y'all. Y'all hear me, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
we love you
Yeah.
too, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Love you.
okay. I
Love
just
you.
want to look. I'll
Love
be
you
doing
too.
that with everybody. I'm like, hey, bro. I said I love you. You know, because you look, man. And look, here's the thing.
Man,
We live in a time where brothers are afraid to tell each other they love each other. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
I,
man.
me and my boy, we said a lot to each other, man. Me and my homies. I just hear you say it so much. Like at the end of your video, I just think it's like,
Right?
it's one of
Yeah.
the things
You.
that you say before you dip. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly, exactly. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But you talking to me today, big baby.
I got
So
you.
if you don't say it back, I'm gonna call you out. I'm be like, bro, I said I
Yeah.
love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know? I need
I
you to
love you, dude,
I need you to
and
return that love. You feel me? Because I
I
mean
love
it.
you,
It's not
and I
just
love.
something.
Yeah,
Listen, it's not just something that's just rolling off my tongue, man. It's
I
not
got you.
just something that I just put in a script and say, you know what, I'm gonna just say that to make my audience feel good. No, when I say that, I mean that, man. Y'all are my family, y'all are my community, bro. We are brothers in Christ, bro. My love extends to you and your family as well. You feel me?
I got you, dog, for sure.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Y'all have a blessed night, man. Shalom, and I'll be at y'all tomorrow. Whenever, just whenever y'all hit me up, man. I love y'all, man. Peace out, man.
All right.
Yep. All right.
All right, one love. Peace, Nito. Take it easy, man.